How is
Hello.
everyone doing today? As you can see, there's a big gray box where Kyle should be. Kyle decided to skip out today and fight Strahd. No, that's kidding. He's just late. So, uh, we're gonna be here until our DM shows up. So, yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun. Um, does anyone remember what we were doing last week at all? Because I
Yes.
don't.
We remember.
I was unfortunate to not be here.
So, a little recap of last week. What we did was we finished up healing everybody in the party after we all kind of,
That's
we
right.
took a breather from fighting the dragon. Uh, hey Phantom. And after we did that, we decided we were going to try and get more information. So we went to another part of the temple complex, was the temple to Thard Har, and in that one they have a scrying table.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay.
So we did a lot of crazy stuff. We went and we told stories to it. So we unlocked a couple places. We unlocked Kilnasi's town. What's it called again?
Um, Kalamundra.
Kalamundra. We unlocked Kalamundra, and we unlocked a small temple complex that Crothon's been looking for a while. And we decided that while we were doing that, we were going to look into Kalamundra and look into some of the other countries, because when we looked into Kalamundra, we saw the Lich Queen with a war table planning on attacking other people. So it was
What a bad person.
another thing that we did is while Jaraxxus and Crow were at the table, Reginald kind of hopped out for a second and and used your potion.
That's right.
on
We established that
Crow.
his spell potions could be hijacked and utilized, which I kind of love. I think that there's a lot of really cool applications for that.
I mean, above table, like it's pretty lucky that none of the villains are thieves, because if they went after the nerds, I think that'd be it.
Oh, we'd be
Like
dead. We'd be
we'd be
dead.
so dead, right?
The hunters are the only ones that maybe have a chance, just because, I mean, obviously, depending on where they fight, and depending on how generous Kyle is with the crystals, um,
True.
the fact that we can basically use all of our features, uh, well, actually not entirely. Mimir is a little bit, but you know,
Hey.
well, that's not a bad thing. I'm just saying that, like, you have spells, which is part of your character.
True.
Gorf
True.
and Manic, as far as I think Manic is a fighter rogue, so I don't think he has any spells. Um,
Mimir's the only one.
yeah, but here's the other one. So we could use our full builds to fight, and have a chance.
But
um, but yeah, sponsors, Hero Forge. Hero Forge is our main sponsor for this stream because they are lovely. I had to crop it a little bit to adjust for Kyle being here, so you can't quite see my character. Mike's is lovely, as you can see, but Hero Forge is fantastic, as Kyle loves to say, and I wholeheartedly agree. Um, it gives you the ability, when you have zero artistic talent, or if you do, doesn't matter. You can make amazing characters in as little as 5 minutes, or you could spend hours playing with the colors and like giving a new color to every little piece because there's many pieces you can color, which is fantastic. We love it so much. So thank you so much to Hero Forge. And then we will roll right into Phoenix Dice. So Phoenix Dice is another one of our lovely sponsors. Phoenix Dice is amazing. because they actually make all of their dice out of recycled materials because they love the worlds we live in, the world we live in, as much as the worlds we play in. So we were actually doing a dice giveaway. We do it every stream. Don't forget to put exclamation point, not rag 50, but raffle. Um,
If we could spell, that.
if we could spell, uh, Raffle. Yeah, exactly. I think Phantom's trolling us because Phantom won the last 3 in a row somehow. I promise I'm the one who draws it. So hand to God, there's no way to fix it, like at all. I promise.
Listen, it's
So
okay to play favorites every once in a
the
while.
astronomical odds that it's happened, but yes, enter the raffle so that Phantom isn't the only one that wins dice. Um, but yeah, so yes, now that Mike has been so gracious to remind me what we did last week, because I don't know what it is about my life right now or whatever, but I feel like every time like these actual plays come around, I'm like, holy shit, it feels like a month ago that we
You know
played.
what?
I don't know
Yeah,
if anyone else experiences that. I know Kyle for sure does,
that's just
but
D&D. It's like,
it's just D&D.
and hours before, and it's like, that was hours ago? That was like a month ago, session-wise.
Right. Oh yeah. Like yeah, exactly. Like this. Like when a fool almost slammed the doors on those people. That was like literally
Yes.
3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Which in canon time is like maybe like a couple hours. I don't know if we long rest or whatever. But yeah, that was like
Well, how
before
long
the
did it
dragon
take for you
fight.
guys to go do your stuff last week?
It took a while. I don't know. I
Yeah, we
think we
we
will
kind of we kind
probably.
of dallied.
Yeah.
We dallied a
I think we
bit.
took all
We
day.
always do.
Yeah, we're kind of meanderers for sure. For sure.
Let's get into more sponsors, though.
Yeah, go for it.
Another one of our sponsors is the Idle Champions, and these guys they created a game based off of, and it brings together a bunch of characters from novels, different adventures, and a bunch of different live streams into one game. And if you guys have watched the stream before, Kyle's favorite, Jarlaxle,
Darlaxle.
because of the hat.
Yeah, even though
And
none of his PCs have a hat.
no, but
None of
I
the
think
PCs have a hat.
I figured out why he gets Jarlaxle confused with Daraxis so
They're both
much.
drow, right?
Because
And
they're both drow.
they have like a similar suffix or whatever. Jarlaxle, Daraxis.
Yeah, but I got actually into the lore of Jarlaxle, and he fought against the Spider Queen, and he did all this cool
Oh,
stuff and led
nice.
the rebellion. And I was like, that's what Daraxis wants to do.
Right? That's super cool. I
So
didn't know that. That's awesome,
yeah,
actually.
I know, right? And then another one of our fabulous sponsors is Gemmed Firefly, which that's who we have our merch store with for our connection with the Foundation for Inclusivity in Gaming. And they've been working with us to create some absolutely fantastic stuff. If you guys go to their website, you can see my favorite thing is the mugs. Just they look really cool. So
Very,
but
very nice.
yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, we were just continuing to update a fool on what happened. So from what I recall, we went to kill Nasi, and because she is super powerful and whatnot, she was able to see us scrying, which makes sense. And I
Yeah.
think if I remember right, Reginald and her kind of had a little bit of a like an argument. You want to tell us about that, Mike? What happened with Reginald and?
Yeah, I mean, Reginald argues with everybody
Yeah, I
because
mean
he
that's
just
true.
kind of he thinks he's the smartest. It's okay. He's wrong, but it's fine. It's fine. Um, but yes, he had an argument with, well, not really an argument. He made Kilnasi mad because he called her Kiki, Do you remember
That's
that?
right. I was like,
Yeah.
oh damn, okay.
And then he kind of messed up with the hags because he was trying to get some information out of them, and while they're in the middle of a deal, tried to cast detect thoughts on them,
That's right.
and they got pissed off at that. But I mean, nothing happened really because of that. Just the future's gonna be kind of effed up.
Oh yeah, the like real deception, real lying is now in the future.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I've seen that movie. It's not that good, The Invention of Lying, but it'd be kind of a
Fun
fucked up
movie.
world if there was no lying. Like it's be weird. The I mean, in the movie they took it to the extreme. They basically said that like it wasn't. Not only could you not lie, you couldn't even like be like gracious. You basically had to just be like an asshole and just like say like the most blunt, direct thing, which I don't think is necessarily like just being truthful. You're like, oh, you're fat and ugly. You're like, oh, okay, like yeah, you know,
Hurtful, but
yeah,
okay.
hurtful. I mean, sure. But so maybe that's like a net positive.
Mhm.
Being able to lie, I feel like it's necessary
You
in
know,
a in
some
a in a universe.
some espionage might be needed in the future. Who knows?
Yeah, you never know.
But yeah, what?
Yeah,
I kind of want to hear exactly the process that Athul's going through right now.
yeah, that's a great question.
Yeah. So,
I would imagine if I wasn't with you guys, I was just working on my pet project because, I mean, I didn't really intend for Athul to leave anywhere until that was done.
yeah. But what does that look like?
Yeah.
Well, as of being attacked by the dragon, what is currently the work in progress is a sort of, you know how when you're forging a weapon, like say for example, if you were to like cast iron a sword, you know how you pour the red hot liquid into the mold and it's got that like glow to it and that shape. It's kind of like that without the mold because the mold that's holding that shape is pure shadow blade. And
Mm.
instead of just like glowing red and orange, it's glowing white because now he's poured in the liquid creation.
Mm.
oh
Interesting.
my God, this thing is gonna be awesome. I can't wait.
Yeah. I'm excited to
And
see
he's
what
just
Kyle
been
does to
burning
stat
as
it
many
out.
of the crystals as he needs into the production of this thing.
Right? Yeah, because you got like a bunch of them, right?
I got one Reaper's worth of crystals.
One Reapers. So
One
the
Reaper corpse worth
the
of crystals.
body, whatever the weight of a body is.
Yeah, how big are common crystals? That's what I want to know because if they're just
Yeah.
like little teeny tiny, then
Who knows? I mean,
right?
I would say its size doesn't matter. It's how powerful it is. But oh,
Was that a
it's
callback to
opal.
yesterday?
No, that's just a life thing. But yeah, I mean, I did see that in the Zoom chat yesterday.
hmm
Um,
Hey Opal, what's up? Yeah, but if you want, we can just kind of get into it and just do some RP while
yeah,
we
I mean
wait
we're
for
we're
our
still a
fabulous
Delver's
DM.
Dream. We can't do all that much damage in Delver's Dream.
Yeah, let's just fuck around,
All
find
right,
out.
let's do it. Let's do it.
All right. I think Duraxis, we should go check up on Ithul, see if he's finished with his weapon.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I'm kind of got a headache from this scrying thing, and honestly, I don't want my spells to go awry if we do it again.
Yeah, that was such a strange
Yeah,
situation. I mean,
that's so weird. I mean, there
do
couldn't
you
be any
use spells in your sleep?
explanation. There couldn't be any explanation other than my spells did it, and it was completely my fault.
Yeah, I mean, maybe, you know what it is? maybe your wild magic transferred over into your alchemy.
I mean, it's entirely possible. I didn't even think of that.
I know, that's insane.
Oh,
Yes,
one quick
let's.
question I forgot. Did we kill the dragon, or did it like leave, or what happened? I can't remember what the final
Oh,
result of the
it got
It's kind of my bad.
like yeeted away.
I yeeted
Oh,
it
that's
into.
right.
Yeah.
Celestia.
I yeeted it into Celestia. So
That's right.
yeah, like it's okay. It's probably okay, right? It's fine. They'll kill it. Bahamut's in there, right? So
Yeah, I mean, he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
that'll handle itself. That done
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah,
Right?
I mean,
that guy's dead. Yeah, wipe our hands on that one.
we're done. Done and dusted. Yeah, I mean,
Um,
that's what the kids say nowadays.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, let's go talk to Ithul and
Maybe
figure
he
out.
could use some potion, sword or something.
Yeah, I mean, totally. Yeah.
All
Let's
right,
figure out our plan though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because we gotta figure out where we need to go.
All right. Cut to.
Yeah, well, like
Ithul!
walking montage.
It's like as you enter
Sunshine.
the forge, it's just like sweltering hot, and you just hear.
Oh, yeah, it kind of feels like shadows in here. Ugh.
Yeah, really thick shadows.
Yeah, really thick shadows.
It's like Ithul looks over his shoulder at you guys, and you just see like this wreath of darkness around him.
Oh,
Hey, what's up?
Hey, you got like a dark cloud on you. Are you
It's-
you okay?
Oh yeah, just a shadow blade. No, don't worry about it.
Oh, okay,
Cool.
it's good.
You need any help?
Yeah, I got lots of. He like reaches in his bag of holding and just pulls out like 6 bottles of things that like aren't labeled because he doesn't
don't-
bother to label his stuff.
I don't think
Like
you
holding
know
them.
what any of that does, so I don't know if I'm comfortable letting you.
No, I mean I know what they do. I just got to taste it first. He like uncorks it, like sticks his finger in. Oh,
I
yeah,
feel
okay.
like that is a dreadful idea, but okay.
I like the blue
There, you
one.
did
The
it.
blue one looks fun.
The blue one? Yeah. The blue one is I think that's the flying one. I think.
Oh, you know what? That totally makes sense. I mean, yeah. So Ithul, working away at this thing. You
Yes,
look like you're almost done. I mean, you've been working on it for a long time now.
Yes, several days. It's
You've
coming
been in
along
here for
quite nicely,
several
though.
days. Have you got like a potty break or something?
Fun fact: illithids don't actually
Oh.
do that.
Oh,
But
that's. Where does all your alcohol go?
Write that down. Write that down.
no, he just kind of slips and pulls his sleeve up, and he lets his arm morph back into its illithid form, and you just see like this very thin, like mucusy layer on it. That
Oh. You like wear the alcohol?
kind of it kind of keeps me moisturized. I
Oh,
guess you could say.
it's.
Without it, I'd shrivel up and die.
Correct.
So you do need water. It just comes out as like a
A
surface.
mucusy membrane.
Oh, I see. It's different.
It's quite disgusting. You don't have to sugarcoat it.
Draxus, you should totally see if you can use that as like an infusion or something.
Oh yeah. It's a good point.
Right?
Hey, do you mind if I get a little bit of that mucus and bottle it up? He like reaches in, pulls out like a little, like basically like the dime bag equivalent of a potion bottle.
A vial? Just a vial?
yeah, like a little vial.
Phil just kind of shrugs and pulls out one of his daggers, and he kind of like puts his arm just over the mouth of the bottle, and he just kind of using the back of the blade, just kind of squeegees some of the mucus off into it.
Oh, perfect. So this was what's alcohol. He like shakes it up and looks at it.
I for some reason I feel more
I
gross
would
about
imagine
this.
it's quite potent, so be careful.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
If you're not the drinker, probably best you don't consume it.
Oh no,
Like
I wasn't planning on using it in something and then drinking it. That's better.
I feel like we just asked him
It's
to
still
pee in a cup.
disgusting, but power to you, buddy.
I mean, I guess this is technically a liquid excrement. It's
I
as
mean, they're
close as
not
you'll
wrong.
get.
It's excreted, so
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, I mean, he's right. It is the literal definition.
yeah.
Yeah, so I'll be taking that if he like sticks it in his bag.
Yeah, I think you know what? Maybe our goal should be just to kind of like make us stronger before we really go out and do anything.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to that. I think.
Yeah, I think we should finish up this weapon, get you like a ton of infusions, and then get a ton of crystals.
Just mega infusions.
Mega
Yeah, I mean,
infusions.
I'd
Oh, by the
also.
way, I don't know if you guys were ever there, but there's this mausoleum, right? Full of the old bodies
Mausoleum.
that were going to be used as reapers. They have been since decommissioned by Sune, and turns out they are pretty much at this point giant masses of crystals. So I
Reapers.
suggest we
Oh.
should probably go, I don't know, with a lot of storage capacity, collect those. We do have to cross the border. We may have to kill some Warforged, unless you think you can sneak past them like I did. But yeah, there's a massive supply of essentially fuel just
Wait,
sitting there waiting for us to collect it. And he picks up the bag that he carried some of it in, and you just hear the crystals jingling in it.
Oh.
so
This-
this is in Kilnasi's territory. This is around the swamps.
Above game, I can't really remember where it is, but it's a desert.
It's the swamps.
But yes, it's quite a trek, especially if you're scrawny like me and you have to carry what can only be surmised as about 80 pounds of crystal.
I think that's on the way with what we kind of have planned.
What did you have planned?
Yeah,
What
I
are you
don't.
going-
I
what are
don't
you
remember
going to do
planning
now?
anything.
Well, we wanted to go to the library that Crowthon has been thinking about for a while. He said it's like the birthplace of Orcish necromancy or something like that.
Yeah, but does necromancy even work here now?
Not that I've tested.
Well, interesting that you should bring that up. The sheer concept that Warforged still function is a fun thing to think about.
Well, I think
Yeah,
So
The reasoning.
if by extension that they can still function, maybe we may not be able to create more undead, but maybe the ones that are still in existence have still been unaffected.
Well, above table, I remember all those like super nasty dark creatures that came from the negative plane, energy plane. Like they got wiped out once magic went away. So above table, I'm fairly sure that like
Lots of
undead
above
and
table.
shit they don't exist now. Like and even further extension, necromancy.
And why is Kilnasi still kicking it around?
because she has the touchstone.
She has a touchstone.
Yeah, I will relieve her of that within due time.
Listen, that's a good point. If anything else, if you finally finish her off, then you can grab her touchstone and switch my touchstone back with Lilith's.
I'm sorry, you switched touchstones?
Yeah,
Oh,
they did a bit of a
that's right.
swippity swap.
Just a little,
A
yeah.
little.
See, we were chilling at Kalamundra's temple with Kilnasi before the big battle, and we were like, hey, let's try to connect our touchstones, right? That'd be cool. And then Kilnasi was like, whoop, and then flipped us. And
Yeah, she flippity flipped us.
yeah, the term Freaky Friday comes to mind,
Yeah, except I heard it was bodies, which that'd have been interesting. You become a vampire lady, and she become a know-it-all like elf man.
You know what, Diraxis? That's exactly what happened. I have been Lilith this whole time.
No way.
I know. I didn't want to say anything because it's been weird, you know?
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
Yeah. But
How do you like Original's body then, Lilith?
that's a very weird question, Diraxis.
I
I'm gonna
meant,
have to,
I meant like, how is it
I'm gonna have
like
to ask you to
clumping
rephrase.
around in his shoes?
Yeah, he's super smart, very handsome, you know, just all around awesome to be in.
Wait
in
a
this,
second. Hold
form.
on. Is that
Wow.
really Lilith?
You got me, all right? No.
Message from player Alex Street. Cool.
Kill Kyle off so he can oversee. Yes, yes, kill him off.
Just like,
Murder
just go
his
ahead and just say
character.
like, hey,
Yeah,
yo,
We don't need a DM. We
if
can do
Celis
whatever
is
we want.
dead, just like smash. What a way to. Well, I kind of want to look over here and see.
Yeah, right.
Okay, yeah. So Phantom literally put that in chat, and then he said, "Will do." LOL.
That's funny.
That's so funny. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean,
Right.
so I'm not opposed to going and grabbing some crystals. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm being honest, I'm trying to stay away from relying on magic as much as we did, just because of the current situation. I'm trying to turn more to science.
Okay.
But crystals are good. Everyone needs them.
My thing
So-
is, okay, look at our team, right? Me, you,
Yeah.
Ithul, and Crow. Ithul is the best fighter out of all of us, right? Without magic,
Yeah.
and we kind of want to travel a bit, and that's gonna get weird.
Yeah, we're pretty much
You know.
like raises his arm. It's like like
Yeah, I just-
his noodle bird bone arm.
Yeah.
Like yeah it's not the best. We kind of need our magic in order to
Not
be
great.
effective at all. Yeah. So how far is this cave? Like in terms of travel?
It's like we have to-
It took me the standard pace, couple days to get there, and a couple days to get back. Maybe a little more since I was carrying extra weight.
That's not too bad.
And the one that I was talking about, is like right on the other side of Verendeth. It's like kind of buried a little bit. So
Is it on the way?
yeah, both of them are kind of on the way.
Oh, I mean, Crow would like that. Go to that table place and reading books and things.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not opposed to that.
But I mean, the place was chock full of magic at the time, so I'm assuming that at this point we have two places where we know they're crystals.
Yeah. But what's the other one?
I think Crothon said it was the library or whatever it's called, Dothraki, something like that. And
Yeah.
we've got the mausoleum that Athul was talking about.
Oh yeah. So there's crystals in both, presumably.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm hoping.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
I feel like the one that we know for sure right now is the mausoleum. So
Yeah, I mean the mausoleum that checks out. I mean, he brought like a whole. That's a big heaped sack of them.
above table, Kyle, you're definitely being trolled in your own stream. He just said that in Dead Aussie Gamers. But yes, I think if we can stay away from some peoples, you know, I think that's a good.
Just sneak until we get crystals, and then we can actually fight. It's like, yeah, I mean, it's like I guess common people. They have to like sneak around and stuff and not be
What's
killed
this-
by monsters.
What's this clear vial? Is that invisibility? Like, can we use that? Got anything like that? I mean, that would be nice.
Yeah, I think let me look in my bag. not my character sheet, my bag, looking through my bag to see if ability is something I have.
Yeah, just taste everything.
Yeah, I'll be like, no, that's not it. Above table, I actually don't think I took invisible.
Well, we can work on it.
Yeah, I mean, we could mix some stuff and all that good stuff. Unfortunately, the helmet, the helm of teleportation, that I've got so fond of using in our hunters campaign, no longer functions, which makes me sad.
Well, we can try and find some crystals to try and get it back working, but that's gonna take a lot, right?
Yeah, that'll take a lot. I mean, honestly, if there was any item that I'd like back, probably be that. That would be the. That would be really, really nice. We wouldn't have to walk places for days.
Yeah, I mean, in this place, if we can teleport in this time of no magic, if we can teleport, we kind of have the advantage over everything.
Yeah, that'd be nice. And we've pretty much been everywhere, so I know where everything is. Pretty much teleport wherever we like.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's plan on getting crystals. I'll use my portion to reinvest into the helm and just kind of smash those bad boys against it. I don't really know how it works. We'll have to do some testing.
Well, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not as volatile as it seems.
Yeah,
Working
that would.
with physical magic.
Yeah, maybe I can heat it up and distill it into like liquid.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, liquid magic.
Wait, Ithul, you said you had some crystals, right?
He kind of nudges the bag next to him with his foot.
Yeah. I mean, these forges here, these anvils, we can basically use any material to make something. What if we used one of these crystals to try and make something out of the crystal? Then it would just be using its own magic, right?
You'd get something that's probably one-time use, though.
I mean,
yeah, I mean,
better than what we have now.
I mean, if we
like a glass sword.
If we use them to use spells, they're one-time use anyway.
Right. So
yeah, but I feel like it'd be better to use them to create what you do. You make gadgets and stuff, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I don't think I can replicate the helm. I used the couple that we got to make a couple things, like my bag of holding.
And they still work outside of our little abode here.
Yeah, but I have to basically assign a piece of my magic to it in order for it to work, and I can't make unlimited of them.
Well, I mean...
Well, fun fact. Did you know that shadow magic isn't inherently evil? It's actually the magic of creation.
Yeah.
Oh, it's neat.
Why things like the creation spell and fabricate and even my shadow blade can work. It's because you're weaving threads from the shadow fell to solidify into something real.
Yeah, that's...
Perhaps me and you could work on a project together and see how, if we can't increase the amount of equipment you're capable of manipulating.
Oh, that'd be super nice. Because I would just make 18 bags of holding.
I do need a new bag of holding. I miss my old one. He's still got it draped over his shoulder. He just pats it. Now it's just pretty much a basic bag.
little sack.
Yeah. Why? 18 seems a bit excessive. But yeah.
I mean, that was the first number that I thought of. I mean, yeah. I mean, it'd be just nice to have a lot of them, especially if we're going to a place where we're bagging a bunch of crystals.
Yeah, I mean, our only alternative is to sit around here and try and figure out something with the magic that we have while in Delvers, but I feel like that's more twiddling our thumbs. You know, we got to actually get out eventually, right?
Yeah, yeah. Getting resources so we can leave effectively, I think, is a good call.
Yes.
I would really like to perfect the non-magic potion, but hasn't. I feel like I'm about halfway there.
Do you have your alchemy, like a portable alchemy kit? You
Oh,
can
yeah.
work on it while we.
Yeah, I guess
Have
that's
it, right?
true. There's just not quite as many resources. Maybe what I could do is I can grab a bunch of the things that I've been trying and throw them in the bag of holding too.
See, and whatever monsters or anything we come across, you can try and use parts from that in your infusions.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, we don't exactly have monsters and stuff here.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you've noticed the market's kind of running dry.
Yeah, it's true. Well, mostly because the portals don't work.
Yes, and there's an influx of people who need things.
Yeah, instead of selling them.
Yeah.
It's definitely a seller's market right now.
Hmm.
Yeah, my bar's making a killing.
I bet. It's
But you
actually-
make all your own drinks, don't you?
Not all of them.
Yeah.
I do have a custom menu, yes, but I do also have, the classics that, any traveling dwarf might want.
Yeah, I mean, but you get shipments from merchantry.
I mean, I did until all of this chaos happened. Now I'm just
That's-
running on my own stock.
That's what I'm saying. I would say that's the thing. Crothon mentioned that there are bandits on the road, but if we commit violence on those bandits, then that's just going to portray
Well,
violence.
I mean, we don't have
Well,
to kill them.
Violence, don't construe it. Violence isn't inherently evil. Sometimes violence is for the better good. And plus, if we don't kill them and just, turn them in as proper prisoners for the authorities, then I don't see that having too big of repercussions in the world.
Well, Crow said that it'd be better off just letting the dwarves handle it, but
Oh, that's right. That's right. I remember that. Yeah, I mean, they can do that. They can arrest people. And if they accidentally, kill them, then they're not touchstone holders, so it doesn't really affect.
what I'm saying is any magical creatures we find on the road to where we're going are fair game, and that will also help make the trade more free and more possible.
Yeah, we just need to be respectful of the creatures. Like if we kill them, we got to use all the parts and things so that we're not just killing and wasting.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
I mean, I want to use all the parts. That'd be nice. I mean, that's kind of what I'm getting into is the biomancy of things.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that.
Yeah, I mean that's why when my spear went awry, it was different kind of animal wings instead of just like regular wings. I guess regular wings don't really exist, but like the same wings, like the generic wings that all like the regular boring people use, like bird wings, like 2 bird wings.
So you want wings like this guy, and I point over to Athul.
Oh, not tentacle wings. No, yeah, no. I mean, no offense at all, but that's kind of disturbing.
Yeah, no, I totally understand. I'm still kind of off put by them myself. I don't even know how to use these things yet. He kind of he goes to stretch his wings and it inadvertently goes haywire and bitch slaps you. Oh shit! I'm sorry.
Ow, dude! Ow!
Now I got excrement on my face.
I can't see. Yeah, no. See, I'm just not even gonna try.
Why are they wet?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
is this?
I told you, mucus.
Ah, gross. They're dripping.
My face. It's got more excrement on it.
Well, I guess you could scoop it into a vial.
Yeah, actually, that's a good idea.
I mean-
He like scrapes his face and just gets more of it. Oh, look who it is.
Yeah, I'm just trying not to vomit.
Hold on, let me fix
Well,
this.
hi there. What the heck's going
Hello.
on? Have you all ruined everything yet? Have you
Oh,
started
100%.
Almost there.
100%.
Like 2 more seconds, you can come back, and
Well,
everything will be ruined.
I'm glad I showed up then.
There we
Good
go.
God.
Yeah, we've established that Athul's wings, his tentacle wings, drip mucus. So
Absolutely they do.
just
Yeah.
completely nasty.
So sometimes when Athul gets a cold and he sneezes, it's just...
It's
Yeah.
it's a lipid excrement.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's great. It's already good. Good. So now my question would be, do you have like mats on the floor of the bar that like absorb moisture now?
it's just puddles.
Nah,
It's
he just free
puddles of
drips. He just free drips.
No, it's too thick to fall off. It just creates this nice membrane. Now, if you touch me, I can't guarantee anything.
Gross. Gross.
Can't protect you if you touch him.
So, oh my god. So we just finished the campaign Curse of Strahd. We
That's amazing.
tied up a whole bunch of crazy ass loose ends at the very end, which was great.
Do you wanna take a quick break so you can transition, Kyle? Would that be something that you would?
we
Be
can.
helpful?
Yeah, I'm fine. We can do it in like half an hour. We'll do it on.
Sure. Okay. Go. I wanted to check in. I know you've been shooting for a while, so I didn't know how
So
quickly you
what I
hopped
need-
over.
so what I need to do is I need to be caught up with what's happened over the last hour.
yeah, we ran through sponsors. We've just been kind of talking about our plan for the future. Talking
Oh.
about
Tell me
Athul's-
about this. What's
Yeah.
what's going on?
so far we've been talking to Athul about what he's been doing. He's been making this awesome shadowy weapon that he's been telling us about, and he told us that he actually got the magic for it, the crystals that he showed us in the bag, from a mausoleum
Yeah.
over in the swamps. And then we got him caught up on everything we were doing earlier with the
With
scrying
setting
table.
up all the different medical stations and
Yeah.
fabulous. I love
And
it.
he and so we kind of established that we have a couple places that we can go over in that swamp area. We can go to the necromantic library, and we can go to the mausoleum.
Fabulous. Yeah, that's true. We can go to both those places. And we'll see what's going on with each of them if you'd like to head over there. Don't forget, though, that Pro is very much about finding that, what was it, bloodroot?
Yes, something like that.
Yeah, which also grows in that swampy area. So, cool. Yeah, now let's recap last week. Don't forget that what we learned last week is that there apparently is a bid to knock Granny off the throne of Jar-Said.
Hmm.
And oh my god, hi Alec.
Not while the poison brigade's on duty.
That's right.
No.
welcome, Alakazam. I hope that your fabulous Balarius was delightful. Yes, I saw that it was called Whale Fall. I hope that one of the whales didn't get hurt. That would make me so sad. That's no good. I hope it was absolutely fabulous. Welcome. We are recapping. I'm an hour late for my own stream because I was finishing up Curse of Strahd. So first of all, let me say I love this. I can be late to my stream and my players can catch me up on what's happening. That you all are delightful that way. So to recap what happened last week. So we know that there is a coup attempt in Jar-Said. We don't know what else. is happening, especially in the floating island section of the city. We know that Kilnasi is still building her army of Warforged, and have discovered that she is in fact attempting to build a bridge all the way across Varendeth, the no man's land of infinite caverns, across that is the border that normally keeps anybody from moving across the center of the continent. We know that at least the Kalishtar in Duopolis have been capturing and cultivating magical animals in order to gain access to their crystals. We know that Valencia is sending their troops, especially the flying ones, against Nonked to stop the evil queen. And we have no idea what's going on in Merchantry or in Splinter's Point or with the pirates. So that's fun. All right. So we've got fabulous things that we can be doing. So now, where are you currently?
We are currently in the temple complex where Ithul is hammering away at his weapon.
Fabulous. Ithul, tell me where are you in the process of crafting?
I figured like it's been about like 5 or 6 days. I don't know how long you wanted me to be working on this. I kind of left that up to you.
You can let's say it's been about a week.
All right. Can I comfortably say I have finished this insane creation of mine?
Well, tell me all about it. First, we've gotten to the end of it.
He hasn't really like he's more or less just seeing what happens for like the powers it has. The only thing he truly set out for it to do was to be the counterpart to Frostbane, and since both were created with like his own magic, he wants it to be linked to Frostbane so he can find it.
So you started with a mithril scimitar, yes?
Yeah, that was like the base material, and then we broke that down.
And then what was the next step?
All in all, what he was going to do is he was going to take the scimitar, refit in his shadow blade as it was breaking down into like its base components of the mithril, and then as more of the crystals were getting consumed by it, eventually moved into giving it a proper shape, and then finally adding the liquid creation into it, where he got rudely interrupted by a dragon. And after that, it was just a process of finishing up the final shape, design, and overall solidity of the weapon.
Phil, I have an idea, and he reaches in his bag and he pulls out a vial, and he like licks it. And, yeah, that's the one. He's gonna hand it over to him. Hey, maybe you should think about adding this to it, the mixture.
At least tell me what it is.
Yeah. It's vampiric touch, actually. The spell in liquid form.
Well, Frostbane did do a little bit something like that.
That's what I was thinking. I don't know. Maybe since they're connected, maybe this could do something interesting. I don't know.
I'll give it a shot, and he pours it into the solution.
Worth.
Oh, if we're using magic on this and seeing if it'll stick, then I can totally.
That's a 5th level.
If you want to.
So, hold on. So, the way magic item creation works is, at least for Ithul right now, is you have to continually cast the same spell over and over and over and over and over again in order for that effect to stack. That's why you needed so many crystals. You can't just like cast a spell on it and then suddenly you've got a magic item. You have to keep doing it over and over. So first off, how many spell slots did you use each day to cast Shadow Blade?
He would be casting it at the highest possible level he could, which I believe at my current level is 5.
Yep.
Well, no. So how many times could you, if you used all the spell slots that you could use, how many slots would you use?
Thanks to my little wager with a god, I can do that 5 times a day.
So you only have 5 spell slots. So what is Shadowblade's level?
Initially, it is a level 2, casting it at a level 5,
Okay.
so I could do
So
that.
how many times, if you used all your level 2, level 3, level 4, and level 5 spell slots, could you cast it?
Ooh, that's quite a high number. Let me count real quick here. Probably at least 20.
So what I'm going to say is that you have to cast it 100 times into this thing, and maintain concentration on it, and then cast it again, and then maintain concentration on it, and then cast it again, over and over and over and over and over again.
I can do it 18 times a day if I'm using every spell slot I have.
Okay, so in 6 days, so it takes, so we'll say a week. Takes you about a week. There's a little rest in there, but it takes you about a week. So if you just cast an extra spell on there, it wouldn't actually do anything.
No, he's worth trying.
If you want to, maybe figure out a spell that you wanted to mix with the divine essence, then that might alter the divine essence, because that's just pure divinity.
Suggestions? I'm using all my spell slots for Shadowblade, so...
Well, if we want to take the time to do it, I could theoretically cast Vampiric Touch, assuming I just go for 24 hours straight. I could technically cast it 50 times, 48 times
in one day.
Yeah, because I get my spells back in a short rest, so I spam it, rest for an hour, spam it twice, rest for an hour, spam it twice. I mean, that's I don't know how technical.
I'm gonna say
works,
that if you want to help Ithul make this thing, you would have to spend a week casting that Vampiric Touch as well on it.
So
let's not figure out the numbers.
Yeah, and I wouldn't expect you to waste all your character's time doing that either.
Right. And then Reginald, if you wanted to add something, you could, but you'd have to do the same thing, spamming it for a week.
Why not? Let's do it. I mean, let me cast Spiritual Weapon on it.
Okay. All right. All right. So as you are all, so it's quite an interesting sight that you see, where it's like you've got 3 casters all just concentrating, constantly casting these spells on this magical forge in the temple at this beautifully crafted scimitar. You continue to cast these spells over and over and over again, one after the other. And you see the blade sort of shifting and changing over the course of the week. When you finally get to the point where you can feel that you're magic, and essentially what's happening is you'll cast the spell and sort of nothing will happen, but you will feel a slight change. And then you'll cast the spell again, and it's like it absorbs a little more of the spell. And you have to keep casting over and over and over again until this item actually absorbs all of the magic going into it. You do that, and you start to feel the spells lock into place. So you feel the spiritual weapon just sort of, because it's a spell about a weapon, it's the easiest to get in. You feel that sort of locked into place, and now you just have to hold that until all 3 of the spells have locked into place. So first I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Okay.
And hey, audience, this is chat. This is where This is where you come in, because if we want to make an amazing magic weapon, they might need some help. They might need some like advantage or inspiration or things like that. So you can use your ally points to do that. You can also help with yourselves, all kinds of things. So let us see what your Constitution saving throw is.
Fingers crossed it's rolling.
Let's see. Let me see. I want to see. What are we? Are you rolling in roll 20?
I'm
There it
rolling
is.
in there. It's a
Ooh.
13.
It's a 13.
I-
You are attempting a
I will
magic
give you
weapon.
advantage.
Give me advantage.
Oh,
Okay.
fabulous. All right. So
Yeah,
let's try
we're
that
gonna
again,
do
shall we?
that.
Also, Kyle, if you want an idea of what it looks like, I did post a picture in the Discord.
Ooh,
Game
I
day.
love it. Lando, will you send it to Lando and then Lando can like show it off on stream?
Sure.
Okay.
All right,
21.
Ken Lantern has given you advantage. Let's see. Oh, a 21. Okay, you absolutely can maintain. So with a 21, I'm going to say that you can maintain your concentration both through Lando and through Ithul's secondary, like through their spells latching on. Next, Lando, I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw from you to see if you can hold out, because yours is the second spell that
Alright.
takes hold.
Give me 1 sec. When I tried to save, they're on.
All right,
There you
let's
go.
just
Okay.
let's switch it up then. It's
No,
gonna be.
I'm good now. I'm good now.
Okay,
Alright.
you're good. All right, fab.
And is it for concentration, right?
Constitution, yeah, give me some Constitution.
Right.
Let's see. Let's see. What is it gonna be, Lando? Oh, with a 20, absolutely. You can maintain your concentration. Now, Ithul, your spell is going to lock in last. So now there is a spiritual weapon, shadow weapon, and a vampiric touch. Okay.
All mixed with liquid creation. Let's go, baby.
Well, now, as you pour on the liquid divinity, I'm going to need all of you to do another concentration check, because this is astonishing amounts of power.
There it is, and we're all blocked. Hold on.
As a sorcerer, I get advantage. Does that still apply here?
Oh, fabulous. Yep.
There we go. You can see it now.
So there,
21.
ooh, I do like that picture. Oh my god, that's fabulous. A 21 for you, Lando.
And ooh,
Oh, all right, Reginald
23.
is 16. Reginald is 16, just misses.
Oh.
oh,
You're
Do we
gonna
have any
need
+2s from the
plus
from the
ones
book?
here.
I have an inspiration. Can he have my inspiration?
I have an
Absolutely,
inspiration.
you can give him a little inspiration.
oh,
As this, so what is happening is this thing is like, it is now like pulsing with power, as everything you have given it just like starts trying to escape, because this vessel is not quite strong enough. Tell me what your second roll is, Reginald.
Okay,
You get
rolling.
17. Come on,
That's
come on,
that's
come
a
on.
that's a 15, I think. It's not done rolling yet, but
oh dear. Oh
it
dear.
didn't want to happen. It didn't want to happen.
There's,
for me, at
well,
least.
There's still, if we have 200 bits, we can do it. Like, that's all we need is 200 bits, and then we'll be good to go. There is, yes, so as this is sort of pulsing, everything starts moving and shifting, and you can't quite hold on to your spiritual weapon. Oh wait, no, there is one extra advantage. We had one extra advantage, so you could use that.
Oh God. Okay.
Because inspiration doesn't count. Inspiration is a whole new roll. So you can actually roll with advantage again.
Flash of inspiration, or flash of genius.
Pull it together, please.
Boom. I'm sorry.
Is that
I
what
was
you said?
doing a sword and all this stuff, so.
Dead Aussie Gamer!
Yo!
Welcome. We are in the process of creating a fabulous magical weapon in a world that no longer has any magic. So they're all trying to put everything they can into it, and things aren't going great right now. We don't know what's gonna happen. Oh damn! And Phantom comes in clutch with the 2+2s. That's 2+1s. Yay!
Okay.
Oh my
Be
God!
good,
Thank
be
you for
good.
everything. First off, Dead Aussie Gamer, I want to say thank you for an amazing campaign. It was so glorious. I had so much fun over there, and it was such a fabulous way to finish it off with all of the chaos, all of the delight, all the ridiculousness that we've had all the way through. And welcome, Raiders, over to Play Nerd Allies, where we're doing all kinds of crazy stuff over here. And as we have been pouring magic into this weapon, and everything locks into place. Ithul takes the liquid divinity that he was given by Moradin himself and pours it onto this weapon. You see it pulsing and pulsing, literally trying to push you away with the incredible power that is being generated here. And now, I am going to need you, Ithul, to roll me a percentile dice. Let us see just how powerful this
Okay,
item.
come on, Betty. Come on, Daddy needs a big number.
100.
Damn.
Ooh, that sucks.
Oh, I'm gonna give you
Inspiration
advantage. Advantage. Oh, we've gotten some advantages.
Because I used my inspiration for that, so you can still use your inspiration.
Oh, you didn't use mine? Oh,
No, I
okay,
didn't
I'll
use
throw mine
yours.
in then. That was my last one. Ah!
Oh,
Oh no!
you also have
Wait, so now,
advantage.
Lando, hold on. Lando,
Yeah.
did you give them advantage?
Did I? Yeah, I gave Reginald advantage.
Okay, so
And
then
then
that's your one
Phantom.
roll with advantage, because the way inspiration works is that you re-roll the whole thing, and if it has advantage, then you re-roll with advantage, so you can roll again. Let's see.
Oh, so he gets to reroll with advantage.
Oh.
What?
Oh,
97?
shit.
Holy
Oh.
shit!
All right, you can roll one more time, see if you get higher than that.
Holy shit!
I will try.
Now, with a 97, you feel the energies from the spiritual weapon, which are divine energies, mixing with the energies of vampiric touch, with our incredibly dark energies, mixing with the shadow blade. And you see, I'm going to need a dexterity saving throw from you, Ithul.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. 26.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You see it starting to shift somehow, and you instinctively reach out your hand to grab it, but your hand doesn't touch it. Instead, your mind is now controlling this blade, which no longer looks like a sword. This blade has just become an infinitely thin area of pure negative energy.
Oh boy.
You now control this with your mind. And you all feel, as he grasps it, all of your touchstones start resonating as Ithul's touchstone reaches out to this blade and empowers it.
At the last
Yeah.
moment, can Dirax? Well, actually, never mind. That's temporary. I forgot it's temporary. I was gonna say
Yeah.
use my touchstone, but it'll go away if I use it
Well,
somewhere else.
You're in the creation okay, so let's not make trouble for it. Let's not
Well, I
find
mean,
trouble.
I'm going with the lore as I understand it. So if we want to,
So this is a creation process. If you alter something in this very small moment, at the moment of an item's creation, it won't necessarily disappear.
okay, yeah. So Dirax
Let's find out.
is going to be like, oh shoot, let me use my touchstone
Oh
to
my-
make this.
Sorry, did we just start a hydrate?
We did.
Yes, we did.
Oh my god, sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm an asshole. Phantom, thank you for the thank you for the bits, Anonymous. The Lando, thank you for the bits too. That's amazing. Everybody, because we got a level 1 hype train, everybody gets inspiration now. Fabulous. If we can make it to level 2, everybody's gonna get a short rest. If we make it to level 3, Wheel of Chaos. Yay! So yes, absolutely. Now, you were trying to do a fabulous thing with
Yes.
your
In
fabulous
the
touchstone.
moment of creation, Diraxis is gonna remember. Oh yeah, I have a touchstone, and he's gonna make the effect and the potency of the sword 60% more effective.
I'm gonna need you to pick a numeric effect.
That's okay. Since Diraxis did the vampiric touch, he's going to affect the vampiric touch and make it 60% more.
You have no idea if that vampiric touch is acting the way that it is. So I need something, an end effect from the sword. What is a numerical effect of a typical weapon that you could affect?
I'm
Thank
gonna
you for the bits too.
like just to like a mechanic thing. That's what you're asking for.
It's yeah.
Okay.
Above table a mechanic thing.
Oh, okay. I wanted to make sure because I was like, I'm gonna say, we're gonna do to hit. So its ability to hit.
So its ability to
To hit
all
a
right,
creature is 60%.
So its ability to find its target.
Yes, 60%.
All right, fabulous. If we're doing shit, that's okay. Because you got a 97 out of 100, what you have created is you have now created essentially the sword of the god of undeath. So instead of Grumsh's staff, you have Grumsh's sword. It is literally a flat plane that has only 2 dimensions, that is essentially a very small portal to the negative energy plane. It's not going to function as a portal because it can't right now, but when you slice into something, physically, it bypasses armor. Because it literally, it does not have, it is like less than 1 molecule thick and will just instantaneously, and it will never lose its sharpness. So it will just instantaneously slice through any physical matter. Now, mind you, the slice is not like you can't like, you could like slice out a door with it if you wanted to, but you can't just like slice and destroy something. Because you empowered it with your touchstone and fool, if you stab someone with this blade, and thank you for the bits, Snowflake. You stab someone with this blade, and you kill them. You may utilize your touchstone more than once a day. So without having to expend its use, you can convert that now dead creature into a soul plane. And because Diraxis helped, instead of it being a +2, it is in fact a +4.
Yes.
So you now have, the other thing too is it has no weight and you cannot hold it because it has no hilt. So you can only, so it's essentially a dancing blade. You have to use a bonus action on your round to actually command it to attack anything.
spiritual
So I
weapon.
can't physically hold it.
You
You
can,
said I
if you
passed through it?
attempted to physically hold it, it would just slice through your hand.
Gotcha.
It's literally, it's not shaped like a sword anymore. It's literally just like a black, very long rectangle. And if you turn it on its edge, it's essentially invisible.
Rectangle of death.
So you now have easily the most powerful weapon on the planet.
Oh.
Now, here's the fun part. If you die and your blade falls, it will literally just fall to the center of the planet
Yeah, it sounds about right.
until somebody comes along and creates a new psychic connection with it.
Oh god.
And as this happens, you see you were not able to catch it quite in time, and it has simply sliced through the anvil, which is now in 2 pieces.
Oh crap! That that was an intensely powerful magical artifact. Oh no!
Yeah.
Good news though, I cut through it like butter.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
neat. It's
Yeah.
terrifying,
Yep.
but I like it.
You have just created the first new magical item of this age.
I shall call
Many
you
will
Starbane.
attempt to follow in your footsteps. Will they succeed in creating something quite so powerful? Probably not, because most of them are not going to have Moradin on their side. So,
Right?
yeah, it absolutely does make lightsaber sounds.
So, damage die wise, am I going with like the Shadow Blade damage?
No, this is a whole new thing. We're gonna have to talk about that. We're gonna have to talk about like what kind of damage this thing will actually do, because it's gonna be a lot.
I mean,
gonna
it's
be
essentially a
pretty
blade that attacks the soul. So,
Yikes.
Good times. Fabulous. Now, you have finished. You cleaned up the dead hobgoblins from the dragon's mess. You cleaned up the acid everywhere. You're trying to sort of clean up the now broken anvil. You see several clerics of Moradin come in and just start crying, just fall to their knees and just weep.
Duraxis is gonna make a little sign that says out of order and place it on the anvil.
You're the worst person I've ever met.
I didn't mean to. I'm so sorry. I didn't think what I made was going to be able to do. I'm sorry.
I am going to say that it is, if it is not being used, it will sort of become a part of you, and you have to use an action at the beginning of a battle to actually withdraw it.
Fair enough.
That's good. So you can sleep without it falling into the center of the earth.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah,
I'm just essentially storing it in my shadow like I did before.
absolutely. There's all right. So, what are you doing now? You've made your first fabulous little icon. Let's do it for honors.
Yeah, that was
question.
pretty neat.
Can it do the main thing I made it and track down Frostbane?
We'll see. I mean, we have to try to do something first, so that we'll see if it works.
Well, I guess after a little bit of a rest, we'll get going. That's it. The first Jedi was born.
Yeah, no, it totally makes sense too. Like massively psychic. Like,
Yeah. You should start a temple, Phil, and train children, take from their parents at a young age.
Oh my god.
That just sounds like child abuse with extra steps.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. And indoctrinate them. It's
Wow. Okay. We're
Is that
just
what
gonna
happened
move
here?
on from this. Like, there's all right. What would you like to do?
Carefully puts the weapon away. All right. So you guys want to go check out that mausoleum?
Yeah, let's check out
Yeah.
the mausoleum.
Oh,
Um,
I'm down.
Bring lots of space to carry stuff with, because there's a lot of decommissioned reapers there,
I've got
and
a
it's also
backpack.
very,
Decommissioned
very
what?
hot. So be prepared for that.
Reapers.
Ah, yes.
It's
Now-
I also may have ignited the area with an intense heat due to fire flower seeds, so you might want to prepare for that as well.
Oh.
Hmm.
Well, I have this armor that I wasn't planning on using, but I could put that on.
I mean, it's several days travel to get there. You have to go like around the volcano, around Pelamundra, the capital of Non-Ked, and down south towards. Oh wait, no, the mausoleum is on this side of Pelamundra.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're close because it's close to the pass. I remember now the thing that we did a year
Solid.
ago.
Yeah, that was so long ago.
All right, so nothing. So we're just gonna hang out. We're gonna chill.
No, I'm gonna take a quick rest because I'm
long
assuming that
rest.
we didn't really do that. Yeah, I mean, Reginald and I will need a long rest.
I'm quite spent on magical capacity.
Yeah. Absolutely. Chew, yes, absolutely. It does sound like Fran Drescher. Mr. Sheffield.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, absolutely. Every time you kill someone, that's what you hear. Mr. Sheffield.
The song is gonna be stuck in my head now all day.
It was a great theme song. Let's be real.
It
Great theme
was.
song. All right, fabulous. You can all go take a long rest. We're good to go.
Yeah.
And as you take that long rest, and as you've completed this massively powerful magic item, we're going to take a little break. We've been going for about an hour and a half. Well, you all have been going for about an hour and a half. I've been going for about 3.5 hours. So
There you go.
I'm going to take this moment to not pee my pants.
That's always a good thing not to do on the stream.
And
Hey, if you play
everybody
it
at
off,
home,
they'll
while we
never
take a
know.
little So, hey, everybody at home, while we take a 5-minute break, please make sure that you go hydrate, look outside. Don't necessarily go outside because it's like 300 degrees everywhere.
Yeah.
Stay hydrated, get some sun, all that good stuff. Definitely go check out our sponsors. We love them all. They are fabulous. Hit !raffle to enter the raffle for Phoenix Dice, and we will be back in just a moment.
All right. Bye.
Hello again,
Hey,
everybody.
we're back.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm very excited to see what happens now. So you have taken the night. You've rested yourselves after quite an accomplishment. Once you have come out of this sleep, you find something strange. You find that your beds are all lined up next to each other
Nandaska.
Oh, not this
in a
again.
large room. You wake to the sound of Corton saying, "Oh, what did you do?"
Point to the other two.
To all three of you.
No, I point to them.
Oh, yeah.
Tits
No,
up.
you do.
What the hell? Where are we?
I mean, we've done a lot of things. Can you be more specific?
What did you do in the mine yesterday?
Yesterday.
Built
We
the
fought a dragon.
Yeah,
No,
that-
you fought a dragon a week ago.
Oh, that's right.
As you look around, you realize, like, you realize that what has happened is that, like, Corton has used his phenomenal abilities with spells like Fabricate and Creation to literally just sort of melt the walls between your sleeping quarters and then, like, shape the earth so that you would all be right in front of him when you woke up without actually waking you up. What the hell did you do?
Oh, you mean made this? And I just kind of swipe my hand up and bring the weapon up out of the shadows, but it's laying at a plane that he can't see.
Um,
Oh,
as
right. Twist it so you
as
can
you
see
do
it.
that, I'm going to need you to roll me a wisdom check, not a saving throw, wisdom check.
Checkity check check checkerton.
Oh, a 10? Yeah, no. You literally feel the blade leaving your control.
Oh,
It
that's
flies
good.
over to Corton, and he sort of mentally flips it around a few times. You see him, like, pluck a hair out of his head and just drop it onto it, and you watch the hair just split lengthwise onto the floor.
Yeah, it's pretty sharp.
Who's in here? He looks at you with all. He's like, "Who's in here?"
The four of us.
I'm sorry, what?
The four of us.
Who's in the sword?
There shouldn't be anyone in the sword.
It's a goddamn portal blade. You can only make those by shoving someone's soul in there.
I swear I did not stick any souls in anything.
Well,
That's just a mixture of the liquid creation I got from the gods, my magic, and their magic. Oh, and a
You-
mithril scimitar.
you use some of Moradin's divine essence.
Yeah.
You shoved Moradin into your sword.
Just a piece of him, from what I understand.
Yeah, we were given that.
Oh my god!
But gods were drinking this stuff.
Yeah.
Yes!
They were drinking
It's a part of
Moradin?
them. This is their literal connection to all of the faith that they get from their followers. It is a part of them.
So is Mordin gone? In the sword? Like completely? Or just like his like fingertip or something? Or his hair?
He's just bald now.
You fucking idiots. Do you have any idea what you just did?
Corton, we never know what we're doing. I
Yeah.
think that's
You never
And
tell
yet
us.
you keep doing things.
We just made a cool
Yes.
sword.
No. You didn't. You trapped the god of the dwarves in this blade.
Oh.
Like
Well-
all of him, or just like a piece of him? Because I find it hard that all of him is stuck in there. There's no way we're powerful enough to contain an entire god.
You're not powerful enough, but Morrigan is. And when you use... the universe is fractal in nature. When you utilize the smallest part of something that is infinite, it contains infinite power. Infinity divided by anything is still infinity. So using the most infinite spec means it has the power of the god itself. That is why this was such a powerful gift. And you made it a weapon.
Well, yeah. I mean, now it's like the most powerful butter knife in the universe.
So, just a quick question: if I had drinking that, what would have happened?
If you had drunk that for a short period of time, we don't know what a short period is because Moradin is the most powerful god in the pantheon. Just above table, canonically, Moradin is the most powerful god of all the gods in the multiverse because he has more followers than any other god. If you had drunk that, you would have become a god for a short period. You would have been able to rewrite reality around you as you see fit.
It is a very good thing I did not drink that.
Oh, I think it would be quite nice. You could have just said, "Hey, Kilnasti, you're like a little bug." You know,
I just put my hand on your shoulder. It's obvious. It's like absolute power corrupts. Absolutely.
There's, as you are saying that, you see Corton sort of fiddle with this a little bit, and you see him sort of just go like this, and it goes from a thin blade to like a screen, just widens, and you see Moradin in eternal darkness being wrapped, just ripped apart by thousands of undead.
Ah,
This is a portal blade, which means it is an actual portal to a different realm. What you did, because you used the Shadow Blade, and because you used Vampiric Touch, which is specifically an undead spell that uses necromantic magic, and you use the spiritual weapon together, you literally trapped Moradin in the negative energy zone.
oops.
yeah, I don't think "oops" quite covers it, friend.
Yeah. There are definitely going to be some repercussions from this. You hear, it sounds like it's coming from 1,000 miles away, but being shouted so loudly that it could crack mountains. Just the words, "I see you, Corton." Corton just quickly shoves it back up. He's like, "Damn you all! Oh, now he thinks it was my fault. Oh."
Oh man.
Wow. Yeah, that sucks.
You're all gonna pay for this. Gonna pay dearly for this.
Any idea how to get him out? You like shake
You
it
have,
upside down
you
for a
have
couple.
you have to destroy the blade, and the only way to do that, portal blades cannot exist in the opposing planes. You would have to take it to the positive energy plane and allow it to dissipate into the plane itself.
Can I do that?
Did you make it?
I
I mean, we
helped.
kind of all made it.
Do you own it?
No.
Okay, so run it by me one more time.
So above table, you would have to take this sword because you essentially created a portal and then flattened it into a blade and made it permanent. You would have to take this portal, because it is a portal to the negative energy plane, to the positive energy plane, and allow the conflicting energies to destroy the blade.
We have to throw it in the fires of Mount Positive Energy.
I guess above table, my question is, with my touchstone, can I just connect it to the positive energy plane?
Question:
you
with
can-
my
you can
touchstone,
try.
can I try to pluck his soul out of there?
Try to pluck a god's soul.
Out of the hole there. I mean, it's like if I can pull him back out, I'm sure I can freaking get him back to normal.
Absolutely, you can.
Just claw machine, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to have enough
Celestial
money
claw
to
machine.
try.
So with your touchstone, you are going to try to grab his soul.
Well, he was first. If he wants to try his idea.
We don't have to play one up here, you know. You got this.
Let's see, Corton. So if I use my touchstone to try and pull him out of there, is there any way he wouldn't be stuck as a coin?
No? Are you kidding? What do you?
Yeah,
He's just
can you
totally
uncoin him?
flabbergasted at the concepts, just like you all are just sort of treating this like it's fine. Like we'll just try this thing. We've
seen too much
we
shit.
made
We
it-
just have we have a bunch of
It's
tools at our
okay.
disposal.
I think part of us doesn't really believe Corton that we actually trapped a god in the sword and that Corton's overreacting.
Yeah, because Corton is always overreacting to things. What he says never turns out to be true. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good old Corton.
Corton's definitely going to develop a Cassandra complex real quick.
What is a Cassandra?
Yeah, I don't know
complex?
what that is.
Cassandra was a prophet. She was a seer in ancient
Oh.
Greece who saw, like, she had perfect vision. She was the best seer. She was better than any of the other oracles. She could see the future with perfect clarity and and essentially at one point pissed off one of the gods, who then cursed her so that she would always tell people exactly what's going to happen to them, and they would never believe her.
Yeah.
It didn't matter what she said.
That's
She could
hilarious.
tell them, if you go to sleep in your own house tonight, you will die. If you go to sleep in your neighbor's house, you will be fine. And they'll be like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And then they'll go die.
She was the Oracle of Delphi, and she pissed off Apollo, and she's more famous for the prediction of the Trojan horse.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, "Psh, people in the horse." Yeah, right.
Yeah, people in
Well,
war.
so the line was the line that she gave was, "Do not trust Greeks bearing gifts."
It's just
That's what she
Good
yeah.
advice.
so.
Weirdly racist take.
Yeah.
The historical battle between the Greeks and the Trojans.
Maybe at one point that was true, but to say that generally.
So yeah, just FYI, if you find a giant wooden horse on your lawn, investigate it first. Like
Yeah.
that's all. Just check it out.
Be like,
Make sure
huh?
there-
Maybe we should burn this. I wonder if.
I
wonder if anyone objects.
I am against just out and out murder of people. By
No,
putting them-
no. I was saying like out loud near the horse, say, "Huh? Maybe we should burn this and see if anyone's like, no, it's a bad idea."
The term "knock on wood" comes to mind.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So now we need to find out what you're actually going to fucking do about this. If anything.
Well, I mean, yeah. Paul
I
should
need
do
you all to
something.
tell the story here.
I can connect to the positive energy plane and use, this negative force as another conduit to reach its opposite. If we need to get to its exact opposite to dissipate the magic, my touchstone is kind of the go-to here.
We can absolutely utilize your touchstone. Would
Was that
you like
Kyle
to?
or was that?
Would you like to try this?
Well, I mean, in all honesty, I mean, it could get worse, but like in a different way. But like not that much worse, because we basically trapped the most powerful god in the universe.
Don't you toy with fate like that? How
I
dare you.
mean, yeah. I mean, we should try something at least. Is what I'm trying to say.
I mean,
Would
worst
you
case
like
scenario.
to do something?
Worst case scenario, he blames Corton. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, you're an asshole.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. As long as Athul's okay with it too.
All right, in order for you to do this, and I'm now not going to allow you to back out. You've made this decision. In order to do this, in order for your touchstone to work effectively, you have to pick a target that you're connecting to one plane, and then you have to pick a target that you are connecting to the opposite plane. So who are you going to attach to the negative energy plane?
Does it have to be a creature that I connect, or can it be a object?
It has to be something essentially with a. It has to be like a creature of some kind. In this case, the sword is okay because it literally has
Oh, I
like
know.
the souls of divinity.
Give
in
me,
it.
give me
So
like
I'll use the
10.
sword.
Give me like 10 minutes. I'll be right back. And Draxus is gonna go find the foot monster, and bring that.
Oh my god!
What?
I hate you so much.
Draxus just runs out.
Do I need to wait for him, or just?
We've just had summon the Dragon Tooth Golem. In this case, you're going to need to summon Dublin, all the foots.
All the foots? Okay.
Footstools.
I will run off and go summon her.
We are summoning the Dragon Tooth Golem.
Dublin.
Chat, fear for your lives. The horror you are about to witness
Awful.
may destroy your soul. It might destroy your mind for all time to come. And I'm so sorry that Chu has done this to you. Let me know whenever Lando gets back. I'll keep tapping.
He's
Yeah.
on screen.
Oh.
He doesn't have his headphones on yet.
Oh, okay. All right, fabulous. There it is.
He's getting attacked.
Witness
no.
the horror. Look what you've done.
Okay, he's back.
Lando is being murdered.
The foot monster is killing me. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
Oh no.
So look what I caught her chewing on.
Oh no.
Chewing on a pen.
What is it?
A pen.
Oh yeah,
She's
no,
used art
they
pen.
do like that.
So I
Yeah.
literally caught her being a golem.
Yes, this is Dublin. This is the stream puppet. Hi, Dublin.
Up.
I love Dublin.
She's adorable, but she has been a complete pill. I think she's in her she's not 2, but like the dog equivalent of terrible 2s.
Yeah.
Because she's just been a pill and just annoying everybody in the house right now. She's
She
so
just needs all the
misbehaved.
love.
Yeah, she literally goes up to my sister and just like barks at her when she doesn't get enough attention from her mama. She's like,
oh
yo,
my God, unicorn
yo.
dog. Unicorn dog. It absolutely is. Yes, that is correct. That is correct.
Yeah, she is sweet. She is sweet. Naughty, but she's.
Now we need to find out just what you're gonna do. So are you? So you are now you utilize your touchstone to create a connection between this new sword and the positive energy plane. Next, what are you going to attach the negative energy plane to?
You said I can connect it to the sword itself, right?
No, you had to connect the positive energy plane to the sword. Now you need to connect the negative energy plane to something else.
Oh, I was gonna do it the other way.
Wait, you were going to connect the sword to the negative energy plane?
Well, it's already a connection to the negative energy
No,
plane. I was just kind
Isn't,
of
Okay.
isn't the whole point of it to connect it to the positive?
we're trying to get it to the positive.
By connecting it to the positive energy.
Well, I'm trying
Because
to get
if
it into.
yeah, let him do his thing.
Oh, okay. Hold on, let me let that one out.
So it's already a connection to the negative energy. This is just my logic.
No, you're doing okay. So you are connecting it to the negative energy plane. What are you connecting to the positive energy plane?
Oh God, I think it would be hilarious to connect Corton to the positive energy plane. He's the one currently connected to this, right? Like psychically?
Yes.
Absolutely, that's what I'm doing.
Oh my God. Okay.
Corton, stand still. This might tingle.
What are you doing? What the hell are you? What the? And you see Corton start to sort of like glow very brightly. You see him start to sort of like swell up, trying to figure out like what is happening. When he realizes what you've done, he immediately takes his staff and just starts stabbing himself as hard as he can, because he is just gaining hit points way too fast. And one of the things that happens is if you get to twice your hit points, you just explode. There's just too much energy in you and you literally explode. So he's trying, you watch him like shove his staff into his leg and then like twist it, and then watch it just immediately heal.
Draxus starts
as he's
stabbing him
doing
too.
that. You what?
Draxus just starts stabbing him too.
Oh my
They're like,
God.
oh,
What's
help!
happening? What have I done?
Athul just slowly puts his face into his palm.
As obviously Gordon has now lost concentration on maintaining his hold on this thing as he is stabbing himself. Athul, it's now yours again. What are you gonna do?
So he's linked Corton to the positive energy plane, and what else?
Your sword is linked to the negative energy plane right now.
Do I feel like anything is like pulling at the weapon?
I mean, it's the opposites are attracting. You can feel the weapon being sort of pulled towards Corton.
You might want to stop. The blade's gonna start moving towards him, and I don't think I can stop it.
We need the connection to work.
Okay, you know what? It's your fault if he dies, and I just let it happen.
You have psychic control of the blade. Is the blade going to hit him blade first, or is it going to turn on its side and just sort of?
I'm gonna try and hit him with the side, but I don't know if that's gonna be much better than with the edge.
No, you hit him
run.
with the side. You hit him in the side. I'm sorry, you what?
I run.
This
run.
is happening way too fast. You cannot get anywhere. Like, you're all still in the same room.
Draxus just keeps trying to stab Corton.
There's as soon as the two things touch each other,
I duck.
Corton and this sword, we're gonna roll a percentile dice.
No.
Oh god.
Am I rolling it or he?
I'm gonna roll it for
98. Holy
98.
shit. Is that good or bad?
I guess we'll
So
find
what
out.
that means is that Corton and the blade are not transported to the opposite planes. But how much damage do you do?
Oh God, it's a lot.
Isn't it like 10d10 or something? 10d12?
It's 8d10.
8d10. So, let's see, shall we? And how wide is it?
30.
So all of you, and essentially the entire apartment complex, just took 51 points of damage. Cannot be avoided, cannot be reduced.
Ow.
So you have probably killed several people at this point and have easily shattered, like, the apartment complex that you were in is now just rubble.
the sword still up?
Corton, yes, it didn't get transported anywhere.
Well, that didn't work.
I'm sorry, you all, okay, you know what? If you're going to be that cavalier about murdering a bunch of people, you all just fell 30 feet as all the floors below you collapsed. So you will all take an extra. So all of you, 62 damage you just took. As you
Total?
created a phenomenal explosion, you are all now buried under rubble. All of your possessions are destroyed. Every item that you had on you that was not magical, gone.
Wait, why? Why'd that happen?
This explosion, that's how his touchstone works, is he connects two things to opposite planes, and if they touch, there's a 50% chance that they will be transported to the opposing plane, and there's a 50% chance there's just a massive explosion that does 8d10 damage to everything within 30
and the 50-50 didn't work.
No.
Why did you blow up our house?
Can I give it advantage?
I'm so-
Sorry, I'm not familiar with Mike's touchstone.
Just a little inspiration, maybe?
You know what? Yes, you can give it advantage.
I
Absolutely.
appreciate
Let's see
that.
what this. I love. We created one timeline with this. Let's see what the other timeline holds. Yeah, it's true. Phantom. Yes, that's exactly what it is. It's an antimatter bomb.
Mulligan that. Just mulligan,
we're gonna try this again. Let's see. No,
Ah.
it still works.
I'll give it inspiration then. So
Oh,
it rolls,
Jesus Christ.
rolls twice more.
All right, fine.
40.
All right. There you go. It worked.
Oh, cool.
Both of the things
Draxus isn't
disappear.
unconscious now. That's great.
Corton isn't unconscious. Corton is trapped in the negative energy plane. You just sent someone to the negative energy plane. Do you remember what happens from season 2 when you send someone to the negative energy plane?
Yeah, why'd you attach to Corton?
He was attached to the thing, okay? So I thought
I'm sorry,
it would work
hold
better.
on. Do you remember?
Yeah,
Absolutely not.
I remember. Fucking terrifying.
Because it just fucking happened.
Yeah. Awesome. Perfect. Love it.
Every time anyone goes to the negative energy plane physically, a creature emerges directly from the negative energy plane.
Yep.
It is called a Nightwalker.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
It is,
Oops.
just so everybody in chat knows,
I just wanted a sword.
it is a CR20 undead creature that has something called an annihilating aura. Everyone in the vicinity everyone within 30 feet of the Nightwalker, anytime they're within 30 feet of the Nightwalker, has to make a 21 DC Constitution saving throw or take 6d6 necrotic damage. That means that you just killed every single person in the apartment complex. Automatically. Everyone that was a commoner that gets anywhere near this literally cannot survive this. There's no way. You are in a city that is surrounded by thousands of refugees seeking comfort and hundreds of ill people in this vicinity. You've lost Corton. This thing will destroy the entire city if you do not handle this right now.
And we used inspiration to bring it.
I try to do nice things for you, but this is why we can't have nice things. So,
I
sorry,
just wanted a
Reginald.
sword, and now I
Can
have
we
to
please
deal with the
pop
end of
up
the world.
initiative again? You what?
Yes.
I just wanted a sword, and now it's the end of the world.
That's right.
Perfect. Perfect.
Oh, and these things are so fucking horrible to fight.
Yeah, so they're terrifying. They're absolutely terrifying. And they're meant to be. That is the point of them. All right, I am going to... we're not going to be using maps, so I don't need to go and find the token, so I'm just going to use this token so that I can roll for it. Because we're going into combat. Good job.
Yep.
Let's see. This could very well be a TPK right this second. Like, I want everybody in chat, just be aware,
Yeah.
this could have dire consequences for the world of the Patchwork Planet.
This is a dream sequence that is happening.
Right?
We wake
Right?
up and Cortana's like, what did you do?
Oh God, what did you do? And just FYI, your blade is now in the positive energy plane.
Well, that's good.
I will tell you, it is no longer the same blade we created, but it still exists if you can get rid of it. And
I mean, as long as
Rodolfo,
Moradin's not in it anymore, that's all I care about.
you what?
As long as Moradin's not in it anymore, that's all I care
No,
about.
Moradin is no longer
Prison
trapped in
of God. I just wanted a sword, man.
And you had one. You did. You had one. Rodolfo, they are level 9 assault characters, which means they've got essentially 9 levels in 2 different classes, but they are still level 9.
But 9 levels of health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. Let's see. Oh, and they go first. That seems nice.
Awesome.
This is going to be pretty terrific.
It was nice to know in your chat.
You see, oh, and by the way, if this thing kills you,
You're gone.
you can
yeah.
only be revived via a wish spell.
Yeah.
None of the clerics here will be able to bring you back. Huh.
Love it.
You see this shadow seem to just rise and continue to rise and rise and rise, literally filling the entire room and then breaking through the ceiling. As it does so, you see your friends fall through the crackling ceiling just dead. Instantly snuffed out, just by being close to this. All of you, make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh god.
A very, I love that. Revenge for Strahd, kill your whole party.
24.
Alright, I'm gonna roll again. I'm gonna use it.
Hi,
I don't even know. I'm gonna use inspiration. Okay, 26.
I'm sorry. What's happening now?
I use my inspiration to roll again.
To do what?
To roll again because I rolled a 9.
A 9. Oh, for Constitution. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
Constitution. All right. So,
you're good.
let us see. Let's see how much negative energy damage you are gonna take, kids. Okay, not too bad. This first, sorry, it was 16. Oh, so it was 20 total. So 20 damage. If you succeeded against a DC 21 Constitution saving throw, you take 10 damage. And now it is his turn. You see him. You see it sort of curling itself into different formations. It's not used to the limitations or the nutrients available in this realm. The negative energy plane literally has no life. So you watch as it's just sort of like a dark pulse goes out, and you hear people sort of scream, and then instantly. And you watch little bits of light just get absorbed into its darkness. It is just going to pick its finger up and point to each of you in turn, and you hear in your head, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Each of you, please roll me a d20. Whoever gets the lowest is going to get hit by a devastating attack. 10, 16. All right, Bethul. It's time. You. Make me a DC 21 Wisdom saving throw, please.
19.
This. I'm sorry, what'd you get? A 19.
19.
Sadly, that is not enough. You are now terrified of this creature as you feel wounds just open all over your body, creating open, bleeding, gushing wounds. Oops, sorry. I need to stand up. My leg is just doing a thing. And you take 26 necrotic damage. You must flee at top speed at the beginning of your next turn. Now, Ithul, oh no, sorry, he has multi-attack. As he points to Ithul and does this, he is going to look over at the touchstone builder. Please make a DC 21 Constitution saving throw.
And can you make
Well, at
two
least
of
I'm
those
good at
pointing
those.
things at the same time?
Yes, he can.
Damn. Fail.
And sadly, that is a fail. You will take 31 necrotic damage,
Oh god.
and your hit point maximum is reduced by 38 points.
Fuck, this is why I hate these fucking things.
Yeah.
31 points. So now even if you try to heal, you can't heal above that. Now, as it is beginning to stretch its legs a bit, whose turn is it? Ooh, it's a fool. You are within 30 feet. Please make me a DC 21 Constitution saving throw.
Just a sec, I'm doing math here real quick on my health. And you said Constitution?
Yes.
I don't know why I clicked. Okay, yeah, there we go.
All right.
23.
Here we go.
Wait, did I do that right or double click? Weird.
Oh, damn. Constitution, yes, you make the save for Constitution. So you do not take that damage. Good
Okay,
job. But now it's time to flee.
Yes. As I'm fleeing like cowardice bitch, can I still sense the presence of my blade in any way, shape, or
Because you
form?
are the one that created it, and because it's your divine essence, you can. But
All right.
you also sense that that you cannot, and this is a new revelation for you that I was waiting to give until a later date, but you are now finding out, because the Reef of Glass is healing itself and knitting itself back together, there is no more planar travel.
Fair enough.
There's literally only one way to travel along the plains, and it's with Reginald's touchstone. That's the only way to do
Kind
it.
of painful, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna freaking run away, and I'm going to shout at Reginald. I'm like, "This is your fault. You better fix this."
My fault.
And I would totally have Force on step in and help you, but sadly, he is not here. Now, what I will say is, you do have an entire city that has some very powerful people in it. So if you would like to utilize your turn to try to summon someone to come here, you can. You cannot at all because all you're concentrating on is being terrified.
That's all I can do.
As you run away, this thing sees you, and its instincts are just instantly triggered. It's like, ooh, prey. And it attempts to attack you. Let's see if it does, shall we? Does a 20 hit you?
Not if I throw up a shield and protect myself, which a cowardice Athul would do.
Yeah, absolutely. That you can run away and throw your shield up. Absolutely. As it touches your shield, you can feel your shield literally just turn black and disintegrate into nothing.
Oh,
It's just gone. But you avoided the attack. Now, Reginald, please roll me a DC 21 Constitution saving throw.
7.
You are going to take a total of 30 necrotic damage. Wait, is that? No, 25 necrotic damage. What would you like to do now?
I'm gonna start moving away from it as well. I'm gonna run my speed away from it, and I'm gonna turn around and I'm just gonna try. I've fought these things before, and I'm like, okay, I just need to get it back. I banish. I'm gonna cast banishment on it.
Okay, fabulous. That's a charisma save, or is that a?
That's a charisma save.
A charisma saving throw. All
Yeah,
right.
19.
That is a DC 19. All right. Let's see. And you attempt to end it. Literally, you gain purchase on nothing. There's literally there's nothing to grab onto with the magic.
Can Diraxis do an Arcana check? Because that was what he was gonna try. Can you figure out why it didn't work?
Can I do that too?
As like a reaction? Is that possible?
I will allow it in this moment. The reason that it didn't work is because you used a touchstone to create this monster. So it's going to be and because planar travel does not work except for using that touchstone, you cannot banish things anymore. Just like you can't summon things anymore. Like, just stuff like that. Like, there's...
Can I make an Arcana check to see if I use my touchstone against it, that it would potentially work?
You can do that on your turn.
Alright.
What would you like to do, Reginald?
Keep running. I'm gonna try and either hide behind something or get as far away as I can for now.
Okay, cool. So like I said earlier, I'm assuming this means that you intentionally did not want to bring any of your allies to here. So
I can't do
Lando.
that because I've already cast a spell, but I will do it on my next turn.
Okay, all right. There's Diraxis. What would you like to do?
I would like to use whatever thing I need to use to see if Diraxis can be like, figure out why it didn't work and see if he using his touchstone could try to do the same thing. Because he recognized Reginald's spell.
So you're gonna try to use your touchstone to do what exactly?
I would like to do an. I would like to search my knowledge and see if it's reasonable to think that if I use my touchstone with that spell that it would work, or if there's some other
But your
knowledge.
touchstone with what, a banishment
Like
spell?
like if I do a banishment spell and empower it 60%, essentially, if that would overcome the knowledge I know that because the planes were closed and because it was using a touchstone.
So you are literally finding out that like the planes travel to the planes is fucked up like within the last 6 seconds. Like it's not a whole lot of time.
Gotcha.
to,
Okay,
like,
no, that's fair.
process
That's fair.
Really what's going on here.
without any information, Draxus is going to try it. He is going to cast banishment with his touchstone empowered 60%, and because without that information, that would be the first thing he would do. So.
Absolutely. All right. What I'm going to allow this. It's not
You're right,
necessarily
Max.
going to do everything that you want, but let's see if they. What's your DC?
It's 19 as well.
Okay, all right, fabulous. So it fails. What happens? What you see is that it's sort of like it shrinks some, but it doesn't disappear. Like you can't get rid of it, but your touchstone is now sort of like inhibiting this monster. So it's gonna do, because of that, it's gonna do half damage on all things. So you definitely helped.
Okay, that's good.
And its aura has been reduced to 15 feet instead of 30 feet.
Okay.
Now I am gonna need that Constitution saving throw from you though,
Yeah.
because you are inside the aura. So
16.
let's,
Okay. How much do I
let's
take?
uh,
God. Okay.
27. And banishment is a concentration spell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but this would have happened before the banishment because it's at the beginning of your turn. So you would have taken 27 damage at the beginning of your turn, cast your spell. This thing is like sort of constrained now, like there's like magical shackles on it.
Oh, I did something. Okay. Bye. Draxus is also just gonna fucking take off and just.
Alright. You hear it sort of giggling, just
Oh god. I remember those giggles. Draxus.
just flying around.
Drax as he
Chasing. Are we playing a game? A fun game.
as he runs, some liquid is gonna dribble down his leg.
Yes, it is. It sure is. Now, my turn. First, we're gonna see if a little something recharges. It does
All right,
not.
I'm back.
But everyone is now out of my range, so it has to pick who it's going to go after. And of course, Diraxis, it has watched you constrain it, and it does not like that. It just got to feel life for the first time ever. This world that it can just suck life out of everything. Literally, the air around it seems to just sort of stop. Like the molecules are just falling to the ground instead of actually moving like they should. You see it
that tracks.
sort of. So how far? You can only run. Your movement's what, 30?
30. Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to just very gently sort of float towards you and say, "What is this? What is this? We are holding. We are stopping. We are being mean to me. Why are you stopping me?" And it is going to hit you. And then it's going to hit you again.
Okay.
Both of them hit. One per. Please give me 2 Constitution saving throws.
Oh, I'm so past fucking dead if those hit. I think that might have killed me outright.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, if it took you below 0, you are dead. You don't get
Yeah,
death.
Drax is dead. Drax is
I'm
just
dead.
hits the dirt and just skids and just hits a
Reginald,
wall.
Reginald, you see this thing. You see it kill Daraxus. What are you gonna do?
Cry, pray,
I'm
and
gonna give you one extra action because you have just watched this thing that you brought into the world murder one of your friends, and you all literally have not gotten a single shot off on it yet.
Well, Hail Mary, I guess. I'm going to connect. Fuck it. I'm going to connect myself to the negative energy plane and connect it to the positive energy plane and run up and
How many
jump
uses
on
of
it.
that do you have in a day?
It doesn't say I get uses. It just says I can do it.
Oh, okay, all right. We're gonna have to fix that later, but since that is an oversight on my part, it's not your problem. It's mine. Absolutely. So you have just connected yourself to the negative energy plane and it to the positive energy plane.
I'm going to run up and grab it.
Oh shit! All right. Give me a D100, please.
And I'm going to reactionary silvery barbs it too. And give myself advantage.
Can you only connect things you can see?
That's a 3. The first roll.
Yes. As you see Reginald run up on this thing, Reginald disappears. And so does this monster. And Corton reappears on the ground, just shaking, having existing even for a few seconds in the negative energy plane. It's like 1,000 years of torture. It is indescribable what you experience in a place where literally there is no life, where the life is every second sucked out of you.
And for a creature like him that seems to not age.
That's true, but he still has life.
Yeah.
So he came back just before he was about to expire in the negative energy plane.
Athul, seeing the two of them vanish, Daraxus on the ground and Corton reappearing, is going to skid to a stop and then immediately run back towards Corton. He's like, Corton, are you all right?
Corton is just unconscious.
All right, running over to Daraxus and giving him a once over.
Daraxus is dead.
Fuck!
You see him lying still on the ground, gone. You reach out to him mentally, and with your abilities as a paladin, gone. There's literally nothing left. It's not like anything you've ever seen before. There's always something left. It's just gone.
Do I feel like a reaction through the touchstones in any way?
Do. The closest thing to Daraxus when he died was Corton going through the portal.
Say that last part again.
So the closest person to Daraxus right after he died was Corton. Which means
Oh no.
Corton now has the touchstone.
And he's unconscious. Is it like? Can I feel it like building up an uncontrolled reaction, or is it like
No.
chilling out?
Just there. Corton has possessed touchstones before and it's been fine, so he's not going to lose control.
Oh, that's
No.
right. He doesn't have a touchstone anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, so that leads me. I thought he just became like a touchstone bomb for a second there.
We are going to, before we continue, we are going to flash to the positive energy plane. Reginald, you are floating. Right near you, you see the blade that was just created. You see that it has shifted and changed. It is no longer a blade of darkness. It's now a blade of light. You feel very good. You feel very nice. And you feel like things are getting better every second. I'm going to need you to keep track of a few things. Occasionally, I'm going to tell you that you're healed. I will need you to roll 1d6 and add that to your hit point total. And please let me know whenever you get to double your hit points. What are you going to do right now?
I'm gonna look for Moradin. Is he here or is he still in the blade?
You can check and see if Morgan's like the blade's a little ways off.
I'm gonna
First
go
off,
to
do you know how to move? You're just floating. There's no land anywhere in sight. You have healed. About every 30 seconds of real time, you're going to heal. So you've just healed. Please roll 1d6. What are you going to do?
I'm going to summon my spiritual weapon, and it can move in space. It's a floating thing in space, and I'm just going to have it pull me along.
I love it. That lasts for about 10 rounds, yes?
It's 10 minutes, so it lasts for an hour.
10 minutes? Okay, fabulous. So, what's next?
I'm gonna go to the weapon that we made, and I'm gonna.
This. You've
the
healed.
only thing I see in the area, right?
Please roll me a 1d6. Yes, that's it. So it's the only thing that you can sort of see. It's literally blinding here. There's bright light everywhere. You are in a plane of light. If you'd like to, you can make me a perception check.
I would love to.
Fabulous. You have healed. Please roll me a 1d6.
Get that perception real quick.
And what do we get?
An 11. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
All right, fabulous. Let's do it.
23.
You've healed. Please roll a 1d6. There is yes, you can see in the distance something that seems sort of solid. You can't really tell what it is because again it's blinding. But you are now near the sword. What are you gonna do?
I saw Corton connect to it with his mind. I'm gonna try to
Please roll me a 1d6.
connect to it as well.
Fabulous. You do it very easily. There's nothing else attempting to control it.
I'm gonna try, and with my idea of magic and how it connects to weapons, I'm gonna try to open up, if it's still a portal, see what happens. The way Corton, I'm gonna mimic Corton, what he did.
Please roll me a 1d6. As you spread it out, you see that it is a portal, but because it's a portal blade that is made now from positive energy, it's a portal to the positive energy plane. So you could like step through it, but you just show up exactly where you are.
I scream. Moradin!
Now the question is, are you a true believer in Morgan? Do you follow his faith? Please roll me a 1d6.
No, I don't.
While he can hear you, he's not inclined to do you any favors right now. You just
I shout with thaumaturgy. I scream his name once more, and
please roll me a 1d6.
I feel even in this place of positiveness, I start to cry.
Absolutely. And as you begin to cry, it suddenly sort of turns into laughter. Like you just can't help yourself. It is so fabulous to be here. When you opened the portal up, you saw no Moradin, so you were intelligent enough to sort of figure out Moradin's probably not in the sword anymore. Now that he was trapped in the negative energy plane because things cannot get out of the negative energy plane in gods if they get trapped there. It's one of the reasons that Kilnasi wants to move all the souls to the negative energy plane, because then the gods can't get to them. Please roll me a 1d6. What are your hit points at now?
I am, with that one, I think I'm at max. I think I'm just at max. Because I took a ton of damage.
Or you're gonna die. Like,
yeah.
Can I try sensing out his touchstone?
Yes, you can feel his touchstone, but it's literally like you're looking at a star in a constellation. Like you can feel that it's nowhere even anywhere close to you. All right, what are you gonna do? Please roll me a 1d6. What were you saying, Atul? He's gonna have to keep rolling every 30 seconds until this is done. So if you want to keep talking to him, absolutely.
I'm good.
Yes, Mike? What would you like to do?
I'll just talk.
Please roll me a 1d6.
I mean, we had no other choice. The most powerful god in all the planes was in a fucking sword.
Yeah. You feel your intelligence amplified. Like everything is amplified here. Everything that makes you is amplified. You absolutely remember that there's something near you. Please roll me a 1d6.
Now, I guess Duraxis went down for the last time.
Yep. Are we going to do anything else?
Please start hurting yourself.
Please roll me a 1d6.
You know what? I was intelligent enough to see something like this coming. That's the worst part, is that I know that I'm enough of a complete fool to make a mistake that could kill all of those people. I was never meant.
Please roll me a 1d6.
For this power, for any kind of power, really. I'm such an immense failure. It's laughable. Oh. Oh dear. Oh, I haven't felt like this in my entire life.
Please roll me a 1d6. So are you so above table? Are you going to actually do anything, or should we just run out the clock?
I think at this point, Reginald is so broken that he thinks to himself that there are worse ways that I could have died, gone out. And I think he sits there floating in immensely bright light and accepts his fate.
There is, I will say, as you get closer to the end, you do start getting all of these insights about safe areas in the positive energy plane. Like you remember tiny little scraps of things that you have read in the past. I'm not going to force you to do anything, but this doesn't have to be Reginald's time if you don't want it to be. If you'd like, there are ways that Reginald can still escape this, but I'll absolutely allow you to say goodbye to this character on your own terms if you'd like.
I think with his last bit of energy and magic, he's going to connect his touchstone to himself. And connect the sword back to the common plane. And reach out.
So
and
what
touch
plane
it.
are you, so when you were dealing with the prime material plane, the opposing plane can literally be any plane that you want, because the prime material plane is composed of all of the other planes, so it inherently is its own opposition at all times.
So he would connect himself with the common plane, and he would connect the blade to Celestia, to the realm of the gods. And that way, when he, or no, what is there a plane of knowledge? Or,
I mean, the upper, so Mechanus probably would be, because it's pure law. It's just all knowledge all the time.
Pure clockwork.
I think where Reginald would want to go to spend the rest of his days is the astral plane, actually.
Oh, okay. No, that totally makes sense. The physical and the astral, absolutely.
So I would,
as you make this connection, and as you feel literally your skin starting to expand, like you cannot hold this energy any longer, you touch the sword, and Ithul, the sword appears next to you, just floating there, bright and beautiful, as though nothing happened.
Yeah.
And
What?
Reginald, we will catch up with next time. Now, Ithul, you have a Corton and many dead friends around you. What will you do?
I'm going to, since I'm still kind of holding Duraxis, I'm just gonna gently close his eyes and put him down on the ground. And he has goggles, right?
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah, I'm just gonna bring those down over his eyes as well. And as I get up, I'm going to run over to Corton, and I'm going to, with my scrawny, scraggly arms, pick up Corton in his warforged frame and see if he can't get him to at least where Corton likes to rest nowadays with this body.
So you're attempting to take Corton someplace that he feels comfortable?
Yeah, I'm trying to basically wherever he's been resting lately. So like
Yeah,
back
so
at his tower and
yeah.
whatnot.
So you take him over to his tower. You see his hellhound pop in and start sort of nuzzling at him, wondering what's going on. You also see Glacia appear from the bedroom. Oh, dear. It looks like he had a hard day.
I don't know why you're here, and quite honestly, I don't care right now. He just puts Corton down in his old bed.
As she enters the room, you can feel because it's you, because you have the hag's heart. You can feel a contract between Glacia and Corton.
We made a deal.
Oh yes, we've made a few.
Hopefully, nothing to, genocide all of mortal kind. I hope.
Oh no. I've never understood those kinds of people. Souls are a resource. People are a resource. Why destroy them? Use them instead.
A little twinge of absolute hatred towards her stirs in his in his chest, but he pushes it down.
As that happens, it's amplified by the hag's heart. You know that when that the hag that is now the actual plane, like the hag's body that has been expanded, that is now literally the ground of Malbolge the plane. Glacia was the one that killed that hag and took over and turned her into the giant continent-sized corpse. So you are the one person. You are the one person that is immune to her charms.
Well,
yes.
He's a touchstone holder again, so I suppose there's that.
Oh, is he now? Well, that might make things far simpler. Thank you for letting me know.
Oh yeah, all it cost me was 2 of my allies.
Oh, well, knowledge is power, dear, and friends come and go. So, if there's nothing else, I'm sure he'd like to get his rest.
Let me know if he needs anything.
Oh, I'm sure I will.
And I'll leave the tower and go start inspecting the damage with like the guards and stuff to see like how many casualties we've got, how many fatalities.
So as soon as you leave the tower, you suddenly hear the hellhound starting to bark.
Is Timmy stuck in the well, boy?
Are you gonna go back in?
Oh, he's not outside. I thought he was outside.
Nope, he's inside right next to Corton.
Yeah, I'll go back inside and see what the hellhound's getting in a fuss about.
You see Glacia about to stab Corton.
Oh, come on, really? I'm just gonna telekinesis and stop her.
Now, she is an incredibly powerful magic user, so as you do that, she counterspells you. Just looks at you and says, what? It's part of our deal. He's supposed to get me a touchstone. This is the easiest way to fulfill the contract, isn't it?
How about you wait until he's awake?
How about you shut the fuck up and get out of the house? And she then casts telekinesis on you.
Whatever. Corton can have his deals. I don't really care at this point.
Okay, all right. So you're just gonna leave?
I mean, I can't stop her. There's no way my -2 strength is going to stop the telekinesis for her DC. I guarantee it.
Sure, totally. So
Even with my
you
aura
see,
of protection.
as you get sort of thrown back out of the tower, you see the Hellhound launch itself at Glacia.
Oh, actually, okay. I totally misread that thing's allegiance.
Anything you'd like to do?
While I'm flying through the air, I guess to be a dick, I'm gonna at least send my blade back out, just fring, and see if I can't cut her arm off with it.
You
The
know
one that's
what?
holding the
Let's
knife.
see. Let's see. Glacia does have very good reflexes. She is a princess of hell. So let's see what she's gonna do over here. Yeah, so she manages to dodge enough out of the way not to have her arm cut off, but you definitely slice one of her horns off as she tries to sort of duck under the blade. The interesting thing that you see is that, like, where it hits her, that part immediately heals as well. So, like, if you were, and you realize that if you were to slice into someone, the wound would only last a second as you slice through them and they are healed.
Interesting.
But you could cut off a limb.
Yeah. And it would just, and they wouldn't bleed from it. It would just be gone,
Yeah.
and now it would
Yeah.
immediately, sort of cauterize itself. She looks at this weapon and she's like, all right, that's fine. No need to get testy about it. I mean, we're just playing with knives, really, aren't we? Just having a bit of fun.
Yes, and I'm sure he'd enjoy all the fun while he's awake.
Fine. I'll get my touchstone some other way. Worry not. I've got
Hey,
time.
if it makes you feel any better, I'm pretty sure 2 touchstones are now, well, one is now in him, and then I think there might be one free floating around in the positive energy plane. If I understand what happened correctly.
You don't. You can still feel the other touchstone, and you felt it move. And the only way you would have felt it move is if it had shifted to like a whole different section of reality, because it's the space between you and it are so vast. So you know that something happened to it.
Okay, so maybe it may have moved somewhere else, and I'm not entirely sure where, but there's somewhere. I need to know if he's alive or not, though.
Glacia looks at you, recognizing, like, can feel the hag's heartbeat. Like, she's got such a powerful connection to the hag. She just feels it. She's like, you enjoy a good deal, don't you?
I mean, the witch that I got this power from does, yes.
Why don't we make a little deal? It's nothing untoward. It will keep Corton safe.
And what did you have in mind?
Very simple. I will not harm Corton in any way. And you will stand aside as I attempt to get my touchstone. You will do nothing to interfere with the process.
Can I determine that he might have a better chance of surviving having a touchstone removed from him since he's a warforged now?
You know that there's still no way to remove a touchstone without killing someone.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure you can't do that without killing him. Are you just telling me you're going to kill him
I just
painlessly?
won't take his, dear. I'll take someone else's. It doesn't matter what touchstone I have, as long as I have one.
How about Kilnasi's?
What?
How about Kilnasi's? You know, that undead lich bitch that thought she was better than you?
Maybe.
I mean, that would do me a massive favor, honestly. 'Cause honestly, I hate her a lot more than I hate you.
Are you saying that you will make the deal if the touchstone I take is kill Nazis? Is this your negotiation?
I'll even give you a little more leeway than that. As long as it's none of my friends.
Ah, well. We would need to sit down and create a definition for exactly what a friend is, wouldn't we? That's a lot of fine print. How about this?
Allies I
I
fought
will
and
not
bled
take
with.
anyone's touchstone who lives in Delver's Dream. So
Fair.
as long as this is your home, you have nothing to fear, nor do any of your friends.
Fair.
She waves her hand and a scroll appears a la Ursula from The Little Mermaid, just whoop. And says, "Here you are, my dear. Sign at your leisure."
He goes to try and pull out his scimitar to freaking cut his finger, but then he remembers he doesn't have it anymore. Oh, right, I used that. Give me a second. And he pulls out a dagger and he cuts his finger and uses that to sign his name.
I do so love illicit blood. It's a lovely shade of purple on a contract.
Oh, no, it adds a little bit of diversity to, the constant red.
And you feel the contract being sealed. You know that Corton is now safe, but you have no idea what touchstone she's going to be going after.
I will cross that bridge when we get there.
Fabulous.
But at any rate, has the Hellhound chilled out?
The Hellhound has settled. And as you exit the tower, there is a small scene as Reginald, carried by several merfolk, lands on the shores of the 7 mounting heavens of Celestia, unconscious.
Chose the
Weird.
astral plane.
Oh, the astral plane. That's right. Never mind. And we're gonna rewind this. Sorry, that's the end credits scene for the next movie.
Yes.
Sorry, I got that confused. So
Good stinger clip,
final
though.
credit in the astral sea. Oh,
It's like my favorite plane.
you see a net cast into the ether, wrapping itself around something floating unconscious through the twilight sea. It's pulled on board. floating ship. And as it's unraveled, you see Reginald prone on the deck. Who are these people? We'll find out soon, won't we? When we return to the Patchwork Planet. And with that, we shall end our session today.
Oh man.
Yay! So, this next
That went
session,
haywire.
You what?
That went haywire.
It sure did.
Oh, noobs.
If you had picked any other plane, Mike, any other plane, it would have been fine. But I'm just FYI, everybody, audience. I am a huge stickler on making sure that you don't break your lore. So it is. We already established this happens every single time. Somebody physically goes into the negative energy plane. One of these creatures comes out. So yes, but next week we're gonna find out who Reginald met up with in the astral plane. We're going to have a little funeral for Diraxis to celebrate his accomplishments. Can we please get some Diraxis in the chat?
Yeah.
I love some Diraxis because it's now the perfect emote for Diraxis.
We all knew it was gonna end up that way.
Yeah.
at some point.
Corton now has one of the most powerful stones.
It's a nice one. It's a nice
Yeah.
one.
And
So,
Corton's gonna do some crazy shit with it.
About Diraxis.
Yeah.
What we do.
Well, that's gonna be up to Lando. Like, if we need to go on like a mission to go find somebody who can cast Wish, so that you can bring Diraxis back, sure. Or we can roll up a new character.
I'll
Either
just sleep. I'll have to sleep on it. I like above table. To be honest, like if Gorf had died this way, I'd be like, no fucking way. Like that was significantly unepic, and just is not like the closeout. But I don't know. I'm not even like I'm not even that sad, and I'm trying to figure out why. Like, I really want my characters to die epically, but
Yeah.
Draxus
Well,
kind
that's
of
the
died
thing.
like a bitch,
This
which is kind of makes
This was-
sense.
This was brutal. Like, it was literally just this thing appeared, killed you, and destroyed another party member. Like,
Yeah,
that's how powerful these fuckers are.
yeah.
Is they just, and it's just one of those things where this is season 3. Everything matters now.
Yeah, so I'm kind of torn. So I'll sleep on it and figure out.
I am really curious what this eruption of something from the negative energy plane into the prime material does to the song. Like, I feel like at some point in the future in the multiverse, that moment means that like an entire country becomes undead for some reason. Somewhere in the multiverse. That's because it literally was 10 seconds. It was only here for 10 seconds, and that's going to change the course of the planet at some point in the future. It all matters. But, fun thing, you just introduced planar travel to the multiverse again.
Yay!
Like, you still can't do it. It's not going to work right now.
Sure.
But
Worth.
planar travel was going to be locked down forever. It was going to separate all of the mortals from all the gods. And you just stopped that from happening. So congratulations, Reginald.
The whole thing was tough. I mean, we like We said we need to get. This is the most powerful god ever, and he's in a sword.
Yeah.
And the only way to destroy the sword now is to have it be in the positive energy plane. And
Yeah,
we
not a
couldn't
lot of
just
options
leave
there
it.
for travel.
The
absolutely.
only reason I didn't just leave him in that thing and just let the situation be at that is because I didn't want the entire pantheon to come at me angry.
Well, and my thing is, it would have been. It's one of those things where you would have realized eventually that gods cannot get into the Patchwork Planet right now.
So
They
they would be
cannot
like
get
Not
really
only did
pissed
we
off for a
loophole
year.
that, we trapped him.
Yeah. So but it essentially mechanically what it would have been is that Morden would have just been yelling at you every time you used the sword. It just would have been him calling you names and telling you that you're an asshole, for trapping him. That's what that would have been. So now you don't have that. You've got something else. You've got a weird healing sword.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how this thing works.
Right.
yeah. The only way
Well,
you can really
just think
damage
about it.
someone is cut their limbs off.
Yeah, you can cut their limbs off, but also only organic things can be healed in the positive energy plane. Like undead cannot be healed by positive energy.
And constructs can't
Oh,
either.
Constructs
and
can't be
you can
healed.
overheal someone
Yeah.
and kill them that way.
True.
Like, I guess
If you can figure that out, because essentially what's happening is that every slice that you make is immediately healed, so you have to do damage first. So if you can figure out a way to do that, absolutely.
Just stab someone through the heart.
It would just immediately heal over and over and over again.
Oh, could you stab him and leave the sword in, and then just overheal
Maybe.
him that way?
I mean, probably if you're not doing any new damage, then
that would be intense.
So that might be fun.
Talk
This
to
is
the
why I
Floyd.
do stuff like this. I want to give you all some crazy ass weird thing that you can play with and turn into some fun, fabulous moment in a story. Like I was not expecting Mike to do all that stuff, but it turned into a fabulous arc. And I love that we now have one of our characters. And Mike, we'll talk about whether you want to keep the party split, because we can absolutely do that. Adventures in the Astral. I mean, Spelljammer just came out, so you can absolutely have Reginald's Adventures in the Astral Sea while everyone else is still on the Patchwork Planet. So totally, it'll be super fun. But for now, everybody hit !raffle, please, to win some fabulous Phoenix dice. And in the meantime, we're going to do our favorite moments. So, hey, Reginald, what was your favorite moment today?
Oh shit, man! I don't know. Like, here's what I'll say. A lot of it sucked, right? Like, just the emotion of everything was just like really low and really deep in my chest. But it was all fucking amazing. I can't pick just one point, like even the points where it's like you fucked up. I mean, that was awesome, dude. That was really fun.
You fucked up. Yep. It's great. No, and I really appreciate, because I have seen games where people will get like bent out of shape because they didn't get what they wanted, or something goes wrong and people all start getting mopey. And the fact that you all ran with it. This is terrifying. Something horrific is happening right now. What are you going to do about it? That this is, because for me, that's the difference between a hero and, everyone else, is a hero never stops saying, what are you going to do? Doesn't matter. Unto death.
Yeah.
They are going to try to fix any problems that they've made. They recognize their mistakes and they try to correct them. They are always trying to do the best that they possibly can, and that is the difference. Yeah. So for Jaraxxus, what was your favorite moment today?
Oh man, I honestly like being woken up by Corton. I feel like that's a classic thing that happens. Not being woken up, but just being like, you think everything's cool, and then just Corton's like, "What the fuck did you do?"
Absolutely. That's
It's
definitely
happened
a trope.
so many times.
That's definitely a trope in the Patchwork Planet. Being woken up by Corton yelling at you because you
Right.
fucked something up.
I also liked, because I recognize that in these games, because storytelling is of the most importance, that I recognize that even though Diraxis is dead, that there's always a story way where if I really desperately want to continue playing him, there is a way that it can happen. It just might take a bit,
Yeah.
or it might take these things. So I recognize that. But when you like denied both of our banishment things, which makes sense. Maybe not rules as written, but makes sense for our world. I was like, okay, likely
let's
Diraxis is
remember.
gonna die.
Let's remember also that rules is written. There's no such thing as a crystal sphere anymore.
Sure,
You
no,
know?
100%, totally.
Yeah,
And
we
I
left rules as written. Like we can't even see it in the rearview mirror anymore.
No,
Like
100%. Sorry, I didn't mean that like as a complaint. I just was like, oh, that'll work, and you're like, no. I'm like, all right. I mean, that makes sense. Like, and I was like, well, that probably means Diraxis is gonna die. And then I was like, oh yeah, I did a thing that made it bad. Yeah, Diraxis is pretty much dead. I was like,
Yeah.
but for me, it's like, oh, I know that again, if I really want to play Diraxis still, that there'll be a narrative way for it to happen, which is great.
Absolutely. And it was one of those things where I had to make a choice in the moment whether what I was going to do with the touchstone, and I decided to give it to Corton because the other option was giving it to the Nightwalker.
Mm.
That's yucky.
Having the Nightwalker exist, because what happens with the Nightwalker is that when they go back to the negative energy plane, they just melt back into the essence of the plane because they are just negative energy themselves, right? But if I gave the Nightwalker an actual, oh my God, God mode, welcome.
Oh,
Sorry, we are just wrapping up with our favorite moments, but while we're doing that, please everybody hit ! Raffle so that you can join our raffle for some fabulous Phoenix dice. So just pop that into the chat, ! Raffle. And when we get done with our fabulous favorite moments, we'll pick a delightful winner, which is exciting. In addition, hey, we are also raising money so that I can actually get a desk and no longer have to stream on the section of Kitchen Counter that I'm streaming on. So if anybody would like to help us out over on our Ko-fi, please feel free to do that. So that I can be fabulous at a desk.
Nice.
And but if we had given that planar touchstone to the Nightwalker, it potentially could have marshaled the undead forces of the negative energy plane because it wouldn't just melt back into the plane. Or it could be that the negative energy plane
is attached to the touch.
Suddenly has a touchstone. So I said, I was like, maybe that's a bit much. And if I'm saying maybe that's a bit much, it's probably a bit much.
It probably is. I like that Corton got it. It suits Corton.
So yes, what was your favorite moment?
Probably everyone working together to make the weapon. I thought that was pretty fun.
That was cool.
Oh yeah.
I
did like that. That was
everyone adding their own little touch to it.
Absolutely. I do love moments where everybody comes together and it's like, I'm gonna help too. It's that very sort of Disney moment where it's like, and you can help, and we're gonna succeed together. It's just delightful.
Bro's gonna come back because I don't know if Bro's still in chat, but be like, what the fuck happened?
It's gonna be the community episode where Troy walks back in with the pizza and everything's on fire and it's just like
it's the worst timeline.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I love it. Absolutely. Well, hey, let's wrap up this raffle. I
Mm.
hope everybody said exclamation point raffle.
Here we go.
And let's see who wins some
Closing
fabulous
it up.
Phoenix
The
toys.
winner is.
Don't forget to come back on Friday for our Magnificent Mythologies. And on Sundays, every other week, we've got our world building stream, Wonders of the World. And of course, we've got Tuesdays and Wednesdays here on the Patchwork Planet. And hey, Gay Norcott, welcome, welcome, welcome to the world of Phoenix Dice. Please send me a whisper here on Twitch or send me a note on Discord, and I will hook you up with some fabulous Phoenix Dice. I love it. And in the meantime, we are going to go raid Evan Blair Art because they make fabulous art. And we like it a lot. So I hope you enjoy some fabulous Evan Blair as much as we have enjoyed you all being fabulous over here. I can't wait to see you again soon. Mwah!
Bye, everybody. Take care.